Hey, we're live. Okay. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Strange. It's not telling me how many people are in here. There it is. One person. What's up, Zach? Waiting to see if anybody else shows up. What's up, Josh? Welcome to the stream. Huh. Well, I'm waiting for some more people to get in here before I really start talking because last week I talked myself out of talking before people showed up. And then when people did start showing up, I was tired and I decided to shut my stream down early. So today I'm going to try and not have to do that. Right now, trying to get this up on my TV so I can see the chat faster. The video lags behind, but the chat comes up a lot faster. I wish you could go too. Yeah. So, yeah, I think Funky's going to be there too. I'll be there. I think Funky will be there the day before me. Like, I think he's going for Thursday, so tomorrow, or Friday. He'll be there Friday, Saturday. Oh, night shift all weekend. That sucks. He'll be there Thursday or Friday, Saturday, and I'll be there Saturday, Sunday. So, but I'm going to be running my car. I don't know if he is or not. I didn't ask. I'm just running in the open bracket. So, and they're running at 8th mile, which kind of irritates me. I was really hoping for quarter mile because I used to run bracket racing all the time, and I did a quarter mile and 8th, and I preferred the quarter, but I'll do either. And I really just wanted to get on the quarter to check my time. So hopefully they'll run the quarter on Saturday evening or Saturday to do. What up, Jacob?
What up?
See what I did to my car? That's what? The picture in the back. The picture in the background.
Oh, I seen it on. You posted something.
Well, yeah, I posted it on a community. So that's the same picture.
Yeah, you lifted it.
I didn't lift. Well, I had it up in the air for a minute doing the work because I had to take that whole front end off. But
how many clips did you break?
I cleaned up some stuff. I found out that my my air conditioner radiator is bent. It kind of like it's kind of shaped like this. I don't know how it happened. What's up, Zach?
Hey.
So anyway, I it's hard to see with all the people in here. I could turn everybody's camera off or take everybody out. You'd see it better. But basically all I did was I pulled the lighting out. So I don't have a turn signal, I don't have a fog light, and I don't have a running light. But I'm not driving it on the road, so it shouldn't matter. Don't really need it, but as you see, that is where my air filter sits, the intake. And
what does Lightning McQueen say? The track's always lit. You don't need headlights.
Yeah, is that what he says?
Yeah, because everyone makes fun of him calling them stickers.
Oh. Yeah. So, well, it sucks. I thought you were. I don't know why. I thought you had part of the day off Friday or the day off. I was really hoping to head up a little earlier.
You told me I didn't have to take Friday off. Your exact words were, "I'm taking it off."
I know, but I took it off. That's the way I can relax, pack the car, get everything packed up. Hey, Fat Boy Fox, how's it going? So I'm hoping I'll get the tomorrow. Today I did that to my car. Tomorrow I've got to get out to the trailer, pull the tires off one at a time, and check the grease.
Yeah,
So
we finally will do that.
Hopefully everything's good. So that'll be what I do after work tomorrow. Unfortunately, there's 6 wheels, so I got to take them off to get to the grease, to get to the bearings to see how they are. Hopefully there's something on there because they're capped right now with, caps. Just
Wasn't
center
it? Wasn't it
caps.
only four of them that you had to pull off?
6 of them, all 6.
I thought 2 of them were missing the center cap thing.
Well, Josh, I won't be there until Friday night around 6 or 7 o'clock. And they'll be shutting down at about 8. They shut down at 8. Yeah, I know they're doing test and tune. And I don't know if the dial for dollar is going to be 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile. I haven't been able to find out. I did get the first message today because NMRA uses WeChat now, and I've already signed up for it. And so I got the first message today for tomorrow's lineup. They sent it to me. Just because I'm you're on the app, you're going to get it. Oh, let's see. I don't have WeChat on any page. I have to actually go find it. Or is it not WeChat? WhatsApp. That's what it is.
I was wondering what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I'll join back in a second.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I seem to have lost it. I don't know where it is. Oh, announcements. There it is. Yeah. See, there it is. So they sent me tomorrow's run schedule. So schedule subject to change, of course, and I guess they're calling it the Holley Intergalactic Ford Fest, which I don't know how it's intergalactic because we're only one planet. Trying to get. I thought about running mine if we get off work. Bringing all the upgrades done for it. What's up, Ken? Welcome to the chat. All the upgrades done for what? Oh, for your car. Okay. Been that name for 3 years now. But, why do I feel like you're having a private conversation? I just didn't see you come in because I was looking at my phone because, I wasn't paying attention as usual. So, welcome to the chat. I'm hoping to have some fun this weekend. 1/8 mile or 1/4 doesn't matter to me. Oh, the Holley name has it been? I didn't realize it was the Intergalactic anymore. And now there went Zach. Just me again. Woohoo! You pull it down more. The Intergalactic. Yeah, I just think it's funny that they're calling it that. What other planet's coming? But I guess we're all in the same galaxy, so it works. First time going to Ford Fest. I'm sure it's going to be overcrowded, and I'm probably not going to be able to find a place to park with my truck and trailer. And yeah, it'll be great because I'm not getting there until Saturday morning. So you're gonna when are you gonna be there, Ken? And are you just running test and tune, or you're more than welcome to come up on the panel too, Ken. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'll be getting in Friday evening at my hotel. You're running True Street? Yeah, I'll be getting at the hotel on Friday evening. And yeah, I didn't get tickets, but for Saturday, Sunday. So, but you see, We'll have fun watching a movie. You see what I did to my car? I opened it up so I could get some air in there.
You think you'll hear your Whipple more with that intake being opened up like that?
I don't know. Maybe. But it'll be able to get air in it without it being so hot. And I also insulated between there and up in the engine bay, so it should stay cooler in there. It helped last time I ran it, even without that being open. I'm just hoping that being open doesn't like blow things apart from wind coming in there.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. On the other side, I don't have. Yeah, I know. The map's way down low. I didn't realize how low it was. I was gonna just. I don't want to have to try and take that apart or go back in there and put that back in, because I was just gonna pull the fog light out, which would have left a small hole. It wouldn't have been as big and open. So I may end up having to do that. I should probably take it out and test it, but
just zip tie everything down good.
Well, that's not going to stop MAF wash from happening, because the MAF is like right there at the end.
Oh, yeah, I can't see it. There's a bumper in the way.
No, it's up above. Yeah, it's like right where the filter is. It's like an inch above that. I would hope that wouldn't happen. I mean, but you never know. Okay. Well, what I could do, like I said, I could take the fog light out of its bezel and put the whole rest of the bezel back, which would only put a hole in about that big. Should be less, but
or some cardboard and some painter's tape temporarily.
No, that'll fall apart.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably actually put it back in without taking the whole thing off. I just have to loosen that side on the bottom and go into it from the wheel well. Won't matter at what? Well, if it won't matter at what, then that's all I care about. Because it's going to be going to, I'm not driving it anywhere. I'm just taking it down the track. That car hasn't been on the street in months.
About a month.
It's been over a month.
Not the last time I came there, but the time before that, we took it out.
Yeah, it's been over a month.
Oh.
Yeah, that's been a couple.
Yeah, no, we took it to the gas station and back.
yeah. That was about it. But back then it had, it was still fully insured, and yeah, it's not now.
And you are taking your enclosed?
Yeah, I am. I'd rather take the enclosed. I can put more in it. Gives me a place to sit and relax. Although, thinking about it though, I got plenty of room in the back seat of the truck and the bed. I could just throw stuff in there and just use the small trailer.
What would be
I just find loading the small trailer is much harder.
Yeah.
And doesn't like protect my car while I'm going down the road. We're standing by the air outside creates turbulence in the pipe, and with throttle body barely open, which causes MAF signal to go up and down, and it will cause surge in both. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, it'll pull the air in and stop it as soon as I go walk, which, I don't do I don't do a lot of slow driving in it. I mean, I guess coming back down the return road, that's kind of slow. It's generally at wide open throttle most of the time. Not all the time, just most of the time. And I'm still having to start in second gear. I tried lowering, turning down the what do you call that? The two-step, and trying in first gear, and I could not get it into second gear. I get a second gear lockout every time I try that. And maybe it's maybe it's a problem with me not letting off enough gas before, I try and switch, or it's just not rev matching right. I don't know. Some people hate it. Yeah, it won't kill me. Not for what I'm doing. Most of the time I have it sitting at idles when it's just sitting there warming up. Because as much as I hate to warm it up, you have to warm them up. You can't run them cold. It's bad. I like to get the head up to temp. Oh, yeah, T56 would be nice. But I'd rather have a 400 at this point and not be having to worry about the gears at all. Why I keep losing you, Jacob?
Well, the first time I had to help unload groceries, and that time I hit the button by accident.
Oh, wow. Is anybody else seeing him shake around, or is that just me? Turn your camera off and back on. Can you do that? Do you know how? Yeah, I fixed it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, the automatic would be the way I'd like to go now. I mean, it really would, but I don't have that kind of money. And I don't feel like swapping transmission right now. Seems like a lot of work, and sometimes it doesn't work. Or it causes your engine to not work anymore.
You're just so funny.
I still think it's just the converter, really, I do. But
yeah, but I'm done with that thing. I'm just gonna get all my money back.
I get it. I get it.
That does mean I have to pull that thing out again.
Yeah, I know.
And then leave it without a transmission or a drive shaft in it.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. What movie are you watching tonight there, Ken? What, you mean you didn't mean to say wadding? Wow, is it me? I mean, you between you and Zach, you guys keep popping in and out.
Well, it was me. I don't know about Zach. It was me both times because I hung up one time to answer a call and then help unload groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lisa's a bad back from the army or military, whatever.
I have a bad back too from just being alive.
Yeah, he pulled it recently and had it. He had the steroid injections too today.
Well, that usually takes Gran Turismo. I've been wanting to see that, so
I do want.
Let me know what you think of it. And I don't want to know anything about the movie, but just let me know what you think of the movie when you're done watching it. I mean, I already know about it. So, but here's to hoping I can. I was looking for block ice, and I cannot find that anywhere around here. Did they just not sell it like they used to? It used to be like every grocery store had it.
I've never seen block ice for sale in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, take it easy, Ken. Thanks for coming in. No, it'd just be nice to have for the ice tank. Just I'd break it up into large chunks and throw it in there because they last longer. But I don't know where to get the ice where I'm going, so I'm probably just gonna fill both coolers up before I leave here on Friday.
Oh, that was for beer. I'm not gonna lie.
Huh?
I thought it was for beer. I thought you were gonna block ice for beer.
No, because I'm gonna be driving. I won't be drinking.
Oh,
I know.
How dare you follow the law?
Later, Miss Carol. How dare I follow the rules
and not want to ruin your nice car down a drag strip?
Yeah. I gotta remember to make sure I have my jacket with me and everything.
Oh yeah, and your helmet.
I always have the helmet. It's in my car. So,
Collins Mustang.
I don't know anything other than they gave me an estimate, and I told them to get it fixed.
What was the estimate?
Like $1,250.
That's actually really not bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, they're hoping they don't even really have to paint it, because if they can pull it out, they only have a little bit of paint to do.
Yeah, with the sanding, I'm actually pretty impressed. I thought it was going to be at least 3 times that.
You going to be back at Bama for work or just coming to hang out? And when in October, because that always makes a difference of what I'm doing. Because I know I'll be gone for the first day of October, and then on the 2nd of October, I got to go to Huntsville, and then on the 3rd, I got a dentist appointment. Then I'll be back at work too. So I don't think I have any other plans for October. Let me look. Let me check my calendar.
My brother.
Well,
Is it a
yeah,
full moon?
Colleen's brother's visiting. I don't know when, because I didn't put it 19th through the 23rd. Never mind. That's on my calendar now, or at least it's in my head.
It's in my head.
Well, yeah, I got nothing going on. Like the rest of October, other than some doctor appointments, and yeah, that's about it. Let's see. My sister's birthday, Julie. Tori's birthday. And that's about it. At least it's. Oh yeah, my nephew's Michael's birthday.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of grandkids' birthdays too.
Yeah. Hang out and fish. Oh, probably. Oh, you mean like after RG gets back from North Carolina? I should come if I could, if it's during some time on like when I can be off, and I'd love to go, but I'll probably be working. Where are you going, Jacob?
Just walking because the kids are loud inside.
You're bouncing.
Walking on, got stable hands. What did Hoonigan say? Shake cam.
Yeah, I added myself with my phone to the live stream earlier, just checking some stuff out, testing some stuff, and my phone won't go sideways in the stream.
Let me see. Let me turn on sideways mode because I never have that.
Yeah, see, I tried that earlier and it did not work. I turned it sideways, did not work. It turned me sideways.
That's weird. Did the screen go sideways?
No, everything turned sideways. It didn't rotate. Well, I'm saying the screen turned, but the camera did. So I'm looking at it on my stream, and it's just me sideways. Like, why? Why
Damn.
did it do that? I don't know why. My phone does not like me.
I don't even have a Galaxy or an iPhone.
I'm sorry.
I like my phone.
It works. Got a big crack in it.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
look
camera.
at that. We've made it up to 907 now.
107 subscribers.
907. I was yeah. That's pretty good.
Now I think I am headed somewhere. We'll do this.
Yeah, going to the store.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Walmart.
So my subs has moved up. I have finally made it over the 900 mark. It has only taken me since January of 19 to get there. Because that's when I started this channel. It was January of 2019.
Was that 5 years ago? 4?
4.
Almost 5?
Almost 5. What's up, Funky? I didn't expect to see you in here. Of course, you're not. You don't work tomorrow, do you? Or maybe you do. I don't know. Oh, I am ready to go, but I don't know how much I'm gonna love not getting there until Saturday. Trying to get my truck and trailer in there. I don't know how they're gonna have parking set up. I looked at the map they have on their PDF, and it really just doesn't show much. It shows stacking lanes and all that, What's up, Rattle Trap?
I just want to see the fun havers drift.
Yeah. When are they doing that? Do you know? Did you find out when they're doing it?
I think both days on the weekend.
Oh, okay. So how long does it take you to get to Bowling Green, Funky? So you're leaving at 9 a.m.? Used to be a full house. Yeah. Everyone grew up. Well, we were losing people. I don't know if y'all, Mob said he's doing Monday night live stream this Monday, and it'll be the last one of the Monday night live streams for him. At least I don't have quite that long. I think without stopping to pick up Jacob, it's supposed to be like 4.5 hours for me. But I got to stop and pick up Jacob, and he doesn't get off work until 5. So that's going to kind of slow me down, and I'm not going to get there quite as early as I wanted to. So, but I'll be there Friday night and, sleep.
Are you picking me up from my work or from my house?
From your house, or whatever time you'll get there. I'll try and plan it out accordingly to get there.
Around
if I
5.
leave here at 2:33, you'll be home.
Yeah. You seen the roundabout with your small trailer. Big trailer should be no problem to take that too.
I hope so.
I think it can, and then you can always just run over that bump if you had to.
Yeah. LMR cruising. I don't even know where that is. And that's a 4-hour drive? Jeez. Yeah,
I'm surprised it's only 4.5 hours for you.
Yeah, it's not too bad. If I go straight there and I don't hit traffic in Nashville, that's the thing.
Friday, we're hitting traffic in Nashville.
I do not do any commutes in the Mustang at all. And my commute to work is 10 minutes. I always tow. I tow to the local drag strip. Because if I do not tow, I will end up with a broken car and no way to get home. That just seems to be the way it works for me. I used to go to the track all the time, and if I didn't tow it, I'd have to get it towed home. And I remember before I owned my trailer, I broke cars before I owned my trailer, and that was the focus.
And you had to get, I was first time to a track with you, and you had to get a rental U-Haul trailer.
Yeah, I had to get a rental U-Haul and have a friend's truck tow it because I didn't have a way to do it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Are they doing camping at the site? I didn't think they were. Or is there a campground there too? I thought the track wasn't allowing overnight stays.
It's a hard decision.
14 front rear bumpers. Nope, I do not, Nick. Because I am nowhere close to California. Yeah, oh, that would suck. Are they original Fox body seats? Is that what the deal is? And Nick V, I don't think I've seen you in here before. And if I have, I'm sorry, didn't notice, don't remember. Welcome to the channel. He must be talking about California. Everybody will say that, and they'll still vote a Democrat in. Always happens. Yeah, not comfortable. Yeah, my Mustang seats are actually way more comfortable than my Focus seats are. I can sit in them a lot longer than I can the Focus. The truck is nicest, but
how does the Edge seats compare?
What's that?
How does the Ford Edge seats compare?
I don't know. I haven't been in it since it's been back, and I don't remember. They're comfy. They don't have massage in them. And I think they're heated, but I don't remember if they're cooled or not. I could ask my wife. Yeah, I won't drive it no 8 hours. No cruise control. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be pulling it with the F-150, right? And I was just trying to decide if I wanted to bring my flatbed or my enclosed trailer. I'd rather have the enclosed trailer because I like it more. Uh, and the door's been secured, and I have better straps now. And Echo Beast. But then it uses more gas to tow that, or more diesel to tow that one, and it's harder to park. It's got pluses and minuses. But then I don't have to carry the ramps around with me because the door is the ramp. And Jacob, I think I found a way to make my door a little bit more stiff and stable, but I won't be able to do it anytime soon.
What is that?
I've seen another one. It's got aluminum angle on the edges of the door, bolted all the way down it, and it just gives the door a little bit more rigidity. And it folds in and doesn't. But I don't know. I saw it on another trailer. It's very similar to mine.
Would you weld at it or not weld? But would you self tapper that in or use like a rivet?
No. I'd bolt through. Bolt through the door. You'd probably put a plate on the outside too.
You can always use rivets.
I could, or I could bolt through with carriage bolts from the outside.
I just think it's funny that your original latch was riveted on.
I know, with some monster-looking rivets.
Yeah,
but they are gone now.
Yeah,
and the new one holds the door a lot more tight, and so the seal actually works.
Well, this Mustang wants some nice rims.
The other decision is if I bring the enclosed trailer, which I probably will. Do I bring the generator too? And the air conditioner?
What would you need the air conditioner? That's what you would need it for.
What's up, Yellowhammer? Because with the air conditioner and the generator, I can keep it cool in there.
I like those rims. I don't know if you can see them.
No, I can't because you're moving too fast. And
hold on, we'll go to the light side. It's on slicks.
Cushion of a NASA spit. Oh, nice. Which rims are those? Get down closer. Damn it, I can't see. Are those race stars?
Yes, they are race stars.
The ones I have.
Yeah, they are, but the fronts look a little bit different. But it's on slicks, like non-road legal slicks.
Do they have a dot on them? If they're dot rated, they're fine.
They do not.
An S197, do you?
That one looks clean. 5.0.
Why do you miss the S197 so much? I didn't like the S197's seating personally. I prefer the S550 Yellowhammer.
Oh, then we got squatted trucks. You like those?
No, I hate those. I think they're stupid. Yeah, I've never been pulled over with them either. What's up, Victor? Yeah, everything's road legal. Just shave the letters off. The ones on my car are road legal. Those are actually dot rated. I could drive them on the road if I wanted to. I won't. They're bias plies, so.
I would say that one looks good. I like that. I like the look of those Mustangs.
I love the S197s. I like my wife's old one, even though it was a V6. It was badass.
That one was.
It sounded good too. Once I finally got to the final exhaust system I did for it, it sounded really good.
Well, that one S550 V6 that we saw at the gas station with your Mustang we were in the Focus, but it sounded really good for a V6.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, they're a rowdy, fun car. But your S197 was a Boss, wasn't it? Which makes a difference.
Yeah, that one was just a 5.0.
And I do like the no, I'm talking to Yellowhammer. Uh, I do like the S197. My favorite body style is the early S197s. Uh, that was my favorite. The '05 to 9.
I really
That,
like
that was my favorite
S95.
body style, other than like say a 71 to 68.
Yeah, Fox body.
Now,
Fox
Fox
body is
body's
good.
not my favorite body style. I like them. I really like them a lot. But my favorite body style is say the 68 to 71 fastbacks, and then the 2005 to 2009. Preferably, I think the 2005. When they first
2005.
came out with it, and it had that retro look to it, and it was just it looked like a beast.
Have you seen
It looked
on the S650s? The rear window has a picture of every generation of the Mustang,
yeah.
or like an etch of
Oh,
all the
that's cool.
generations. I think it looks cool. I like that.
But yeah, didn't care for the tail lights. Okay, so the tail lights weren't the best. What's up, T? How's it going? Small waist, big booty. Wrong body style, Rattle Trap. We're talking cars here, and I think my car got a big booty. It could be wider though. My truck's got the big booty. So I do love seeing my truck. My truck, I love my truck. It's badass. I think it's a badass truck. Yeah, I kind of don't really need that big of a truck anymore, but it's so nice. It's just got everything.
It's because you're American. You need a big, ridiculous truck for no reason.
I do. I do. Big, ridiculous, overpowered truck for no reason. And if I was rich, I'd probably get it tuned and deleted. And what are we drinking now, Jacob?
Well, that's what we just went to the store for.
What is it?
Yingling.
You just got one?
No, I got a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I was deciding. I was like, do I need 12 or do I need 24? And I was like,
No,
no.
no, 6 is good. Yingling's good. I don't like getting drunk on it. I like drinking it though.
I know. I was about to go
Flying
off
out
of
to Maryland and riding my moped back to Texas. Your moped. your little 35 horsepower moped, right?
Hey, don't talk bad about mopeds. I love mopeds.
I'm talking crap about his little moped because I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
A Honda Moto Comp would be awesome.
A what?
Honda Moto Comp.
I don't even know what that is.
Back in the day, Honda made mopeds that would fit in the back of their Civics, and they would like fold into suitcase size.
Oh, those things. I remember those.
Yeah, but they cost probably now they go for like 7+ grand.
Yellowhammer, Maryland to Texas on a moped? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, okay. It's BMW F800 GS. Those are pretty cool bikes. I do like those. I mean, I'd rather have a Honda, but that's just me.
Nah, Yamaha R1.
Right in front of them, it was the funniest thing ever. Now that on video would be even better, Rattle Trap, and then posted online for everybody to see. Because people failing publicly is way better than privately. Yeah, but it does get pretty good gas mileage. Yeah, I know. That's the one thing that really steers me away from bikes anymore um is just other drivers. It's not so much me, it's other drivers. And my shoulders and my back don't really like being on a bike anymore.
How would you know you haven't hopped on one?
Um I could just tell.
Go buy one. Let me know.
Pull Marty McFly. Don't you need a hoverboard for that though? Hey, Jacob, did you get that PDF I sent you?
Yeah, I looked at it. I already seen that. They had that on their website.
Yeah, I actually printed it out so I'd have it, but I also have the app for on the phone, so I'm sure I'll be hearing that tomorrow going off. Skateboard, we ain't there yet. Well, yeah, and if you're back in what was it, the 50s and you just grab some kid's scooter and rip the handle off of it. Because Marty McFly was the man, and we all know it.
I mean, you're kind of halfway there. Your truck only goes 88.
Yeah, I know. My truck goes 88. If I had the flux capacitor installed, we would be going back in town.
It don't sound fun.
Oh, go through Bama versus Memphis. It's probably quicker going through Memphis, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't want to get shot in Memphis, so you want to go around it.
Yeah. He did have a cool ass Toyota pickup. I would love to have it. You know how much those pickups go for? Those old Toyotas that are from that body style? If they're in decent shape, everybody advertises them. Marty McFly, from Back to the Future, and then they jack the price on them up to like $20,000 for a truck that old, and it's crazy.
Do those have 22 REs in them?
That year, I'm not sure if that year did or not. I can't remember. Because well, yeah, I think so. I think it was. Yeah, being riding stout doesn't stop somebody from changing lanes right into you, not paying attention. That's the problem. I've seen a couple bikes taken out like that, and it sucks. I mean, luckily, every time I saw that happen, the rider got up and was fine, and was usually beating on the car. Mm, excellent store. One thing nice is Monday, get back Sunday night. I'm gonna get home late, and I gotta park the truck, and then the next day I gotta head to Huntsville and be at a doctor's at 9:30 in the morning, which it's a little over an hour drive, but that's traffic time, so I have to make sure I give myself an hour and a half or more. So won't be getting to sleep in on my day off.
Get none of your days off.
No, I don't ever sleep in on my days off like that.
Maybe
Take days
Friday.
off, so I can sleep in Friday.
Yeah, what are you going to wake up at 8?
Maybe if I can stay in bed that long. I doubt it. Maybe barely have the temperament to drive in a car. Mirror collection. Yeah. Yeah, I've ridden bikes. I've ridden in Washington, California, a couple other states, but mostly I've ridden bikes in Washington and California. And
Didn't
I
you have a
mean,
moped?
dirt bikes, North Carolina, but
Didn't you have a moped in Hawaii?
I had a moped in Hawaii. It was a 200cc little Yamaha Riva. It would do 100 miles an hour. Stole your CBR and never got another one. No, I wouldn't steal a CBR. It's not my type of bike. I prefer cruisers. My last bike was probably one of my favorites, and it was just a 750. It was a Honda Shadow Aero 2009. Really liked that bike. And it matched my car.
They go for a good price now. You can pick one up for like $2,500.
Yeah, I know, but with how many miles?
Probably like 15. Those are a dime a dozen. They're not sought after bikes.
The Arrows?
Well, I don't know about an Arrow.
The Arrows are hard. I like the Arrow because it had that classic nostalgic, 50s look to it.
The dual two-tone.
Oh, I wish I could still ride dirt bikes. That would hurt me way too much.
Dirt bikes are fun.
22R? Is it? Are you talking about the Toyota truck there?
She's got to be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the RE, like he said. Yeah, your 10 years is a lot, lizard. Damn, rattle trap. I don't know. I miss my old Toyota truck. It was an 80s model. It was lifted on big tires, but four-wheel drive would overheat it in a heartbeat. And I never had time to figure out why until before I got rid of it. Actually, before your mom got rid of it, I would not have gotten rid of it. It hit broadside at 50 plus, broke leg, car cut me off, hit them 5, broke ribs, cracked one, punctured lung, lacerated liver, multiple concussions. I love riding. Let me see your face there, Mike.
I love riding too, and I've hit semis on dirt
There you
bikes and
go.
everything.
Welcome to the stream, Mike.
What's going on, everyone?
Oh, not much. What's up,
Pretty
bro?
sure it's a
How's
full
it going?
moon right now.
Is it?
I mean, I can't tell if it's not. I keep getting clouds.
I think it's supposed to be tonight or tomorrow. So
it may be missing a sliver. It looked cool though.
So I got some good news, Pink.
Hey, Browsford.
So good news is I got all my permits.
Oh, sweet.
Now they're going to be delivering rock soon. I started to get a couple conduit pipes, and I want to make sure I'm doing it right. 36-inch, 90-degree, schedule 80.
36-inch, 90-degree, schedule 80.
That would give me 18 inches of depth, right?
I don't remember. I think so.
Okay.
Should.
That's what you need, right? You need it to go down that far, right?
Actually, where you live, I think. Well, I don't remember because I haven't lived there in so long, and I've never lived in the area you do. But I don't believe it's much more than let's see, 12 inches to 18 inches.
Yeah, so that gives me 18 inches. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And
it's hard.
And I learned that the new code is you need to have on the meter outside, you have to have a disconnect. So I'm going to have a.
Yes, that's new. That's new code in the last couple of years.
So I'm going to have a panel which has multiple breakers on it. I'm going to have to put a big ass breaker in there, but I need to run 4 wires into, I guess, which would be the sub panel on the inside. So I would have my connect my ground and then connect my neutral and my 2 hots, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
And 3 wires need to be the same size. The ground can be up to 2 sizes smaller, sometimes more, but generally you leave it either the same size or usually if you buy it in cable, it comes the right way. It comes with the 3, the 2 hots and neutral, one size, and then the ground is a slightly smaller size.
If I'm running 250 mil from the transformer to the meter, can I run 4-aught from the meter into the sub panel?
Yeah. Is that copper or aluminum?
Aluminum.
4-aught
is over 200 amps.
Yeah. You're running a 200 amp service?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
And your outside disconnect will be 200. You don't with that disconnect outside, you don't have to have a main inside. I prefer a main on the inside, but the outside one's for like firefighters and stuff. It's so they can come and they have a central place to shut power off to the house.
So I don't need to have the main. So can I take my main from the outside and put it on the other one?
You can, but they, I
Save me
don't know
$150.
the laws in your local community. I really don't.
Yeah. I'll just get a second one. That's fine.
Yeah, they're not expensive anymore. They really aren't. Breakers are cheap.
And then the 2 grounding rods, I know I bind my neutral and my ground on the first connection, which would be the outside panel. And then my 2 grounds connect to my outside panel. And I just feed the ground into the inside panel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sorry,
then
guys, I didn't mean to
you
take
have
this
to have
over.
you have to have 2 ground rods driven at
6
least
feet
10
apart.
feet down. And they have to be separated by what?
6
8
feet.
or 10? Is it only 6 feet there?
6 feet.
I had to go further than that. I think it was 8 feet where I was working last, but that was California and Washington. So,
I'll go farther, but
and you always put it in the drip line. You know what the drip line is?
no.
The drip line is where water drips off the roof. If you have gutters, it's still right there. It's wherever water would be. It's the wettest area ever usually is the drip line.
Oh, so you're putting it where it would drip onto it. Got it. So you have
Right,
the best
right.
connection to ground. Okay.
And then the nut has to be below ground level by, what are they, 6 inches now?
Yeah, that was a funny thing. It's got to be below ground level now.
Yeah, it's almost always it has been that way for a very long time. But if you're in an older house, they're not always below ground because they didn't have to be back then.
Well, like my my old house, which is like 12 years old, when I sold it, it was about 10 to 12 inches above ground.
I do not know if you can disable AM radio on Ford Sync 3. I wouldn't, because I used every now and then I use AM radio. Make sure to where I don't want.
What's going on, T?
He won't be hooking power up. It's going to be dead wire when he's working with it. He's
Well,
not
yeah,
stupid.
especially with having a disconnect on the outside. I mean, shit,
Yeah, and
the inside panel will be dead.
I actually really like, as much as it's a hassle, you have to add it. And we have one on ours from where we had our stuff upgraded and they put one in. It's a hassle and stuff, but it's kind of nice too, because now I have that disconnect outside, but I also have a spot to add more breakers outside. And we actually added one and put in an outside outlet. And
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I could run my outside stuff and then not have to go through wall for that.
right. This was just like right below it.
Okay, I part.
Yeah. And I gotta ask, why do you want to disable the AM radio? Because it keeps turning it on by accident or something, and you get all that static? Because that happens to me every now and then. If I hit that M button.
Just got to set
Yeah.
the AM, save it so the favorite for it is something decent so you don't get the static when it does go to AM. Like nice talk radio.
Yeah. Oh, and yes, bros, for those exhaust pipes look really nice. And I saw that you went to the track. I don't know, was there a video or has that not been out yet? Me, yes. I made 2 sandwiches. I made them out of chicken.
I agree with your rattle trap. Yes, you have to wear rubber for stuff like that. I actually have. Oh, they're outside. I actually have rubber gloves as well for electrical for when I work on my tube amps.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Super thick.
those can hurt you.
Oh yeah. Oh, 300 volts at the plate. Yeah.
Yeah, those can hurt you.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's kind of like working with ballast, lighting ballasts.
The worst is out of the tubes to get bit by is the yoke on the old tube TVs.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
my gosh, those things were
I
hot.
have been hit by those before. My electronics teacher in high school was a TV VCR repairman, and he taught us all about that stuff. And I still got stung by one.
How far did you jump back?
I didn't. I got knocked down off of a seat I was sitting on.
Okay.
I was on a
'Cause I was
wooden
gonna
chair.
say they're known for knocking you across the room.
Yeah, I was on a wooden stool. I did it in school, and did everything I thought properly, and I thought I drained it out, and then I went to do something, and it was not drained down, and it tossed me right off the stool. I hit the table behind me and landed on the floor. And it did not hurt as much as when I got hit by 700 volts of power. Around 680, 700 volts hit me one time when somebody turned a circuit on I was working on. That hurt more.
So tell us the story. So why did they turn the circuit on while you're working on it?
Because they were an asshole and they cut my lock off.
Oh.
Yeah, they got fired. They're lucky they lived through that. But yeah, they cut a lock off on me that I had a lockout tag out on it, like you're supposed to do. What's up, Salty?
Right. Hey, Salty.
And I was working on some equipment, and they needed something else that was on that same circuit running, and so they decided they'd be fine to cut my lock off and turn it on, because they didn't see anybody working on it, because I was up in the ceiling or the rafters working on it.
Yep.
I'm lucky it didn't kill me.
Wow.
Salt. Oh, you changed your name back, Salty. I just realized that.
Yeah,
It's Salty again.
Stan.
Been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen a lot of the regulars in a while. I mean, Sublime never comes on anymore.
I haven't seen a lot of the live streams. Maybe I'm missing them. Maybe I'm not getting notifications.
There wasn't one. So Monday night we didn't have a mob Monday night. We didn't have a Brailsford last night because Brailsford's busy. He's working and all and doing family stuff. How dare he?
Good for him.
Yeah, exactly. And just I think the further I'm seeing live streams be less and less. I'm still doing mine for now.
What's up, Salty?
I'm noticing they don't help me the way they used to. When I would could do 4 hours at a time or longer, but now that everybody's we're working again and can't stay up all night.
Yeah.
So they don't really help my channel much. My shorts help me more than anything. Problem is they don't really help my watch hours because shorts watches don't count. The time people watching shorts. They show up in your watch hours total, but they don't count for the 4,000 hours you need.
Right. What are you at right now? Let me pull up your channel. What?
I am at 907 subscribers finally.
Oh wow. Okay, you're almost there. And what's your hours per month?
Per month. Oh, let me look. Go to studio here. Oh, let's see. Watch time hours. Right now, I am at 402 for the last 28 days.
Oh, okay. So it's not.
It doesn't. And the problem is a lot of that is shorts. So
those don't
if
count.
I go look at it here at 365 days, I have 3,400 watch hours, a little over. But if I go to the Earn tab and look at what that counts, it only counts 2,300. So I am way far away. So on the Earn tab, I am way far away from being monetized. See that pink line?
Yeah.
How far it is? That's the watch hours.
So maybe you take a bunch of races that were shorts and you kind of put it together into a longer video.
I'm probably going to do that. Problem is I've recorded most of those in, vertical mode. So I'd have to have a vertical.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I found that if I try and record them like this, and then, it only takes center and you can move it left and right when you're doing it, but it's hard to edit those into shorts. So I do a lot of the videos. Like that's what I did this Saturday is I went to watch the Radio Wars at my local track just to get video. And in fact, I only got through the first round of Radical Street, I think it was, and I left. I didn't even stay because all the batteries in my drone had died. All my battery on my phone was dying. I had no way to charge it quickly. The car charger is super slow. And I took my car instead of my truck. If I'd taken my truck, I'd have been fine. But the drone was nice, especially when the owner of the track comes like, "Who had that drone?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was mine." He's like, "Can you get some video from us?" I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
sure." No problem. So I parked it though. I just parked it over top of behind the start line, and then would just watch the burnouts and then turn it and then zoom in for the race. And I sent him the video, but I had to do it through a drop or a drive link because it was a huge video. It was a couple gig. And what's up, Jake?
What up?
And I just finally heard from him. I think they finally downloaded it.
So one thing that I've been watching lately is a lot of Wasted Talents videos.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for him about the shop.
Oh, wasted talent.
Wasted Talent Fabrications.
Yeah. I haven't watched him in a while.
Oh,
What
geez,
happened?
his shop burned down.
Oh, that sucks.
He
I
had a car.
actually think I did know that. I did know that.
Yeah. So his shop. It was at his dad's shop. It was so they lived very close, and they kind of sectioned it off. And his dad had his woodworking shop on one side, and then on the other side was the automotive shop with the lift and everything. And um, the equipment, all of the project cars that they had been working on, all of the tools, the lifts, the toolbox, all of his dad's woodworking tools, especially all the custom ones that he made over the years, everything went up. It
3
was
generations of that. That sucks.
yeah. So yeah, the Subaru, he lost that. So it's.
Hold on. I was unsubscribed from Wasted Talent. I don't know why. Why does that happen?
But so he's going to rebuild. I asked him on the insurance where it's at, and he says, he's still doing inventory and all that. But I mean, you just see all this equipment, you're just like, oh my gosh, that's rips your heart out seeing it.
What caused the fire? Official report.
One of the cars, he thinks it was like
Dust collection system, most likely, he says.
Something happened, but it was a blaze, man. It was.
Yeah, I just looked at the video real quick, or at least the beginning of the video. That sucks. That would suck if my shop started burning like that because it's my house.
Well, yeah. But it kind of made me think on mine. It's like I want to make sure I have fire extinguishers on the inside, but then maybe have a couple on the outside, because if it's burning on the inside and you go to it, you ain't gonna be able to get to the fire extinguisher. So maybe have a couple on the outside or something.
I have 3 fire extinguishers out in my garage. One that's I don't know if you've seen them in my videos, but actually you can see one in that picture right up there. Look above my car.
Yep, I see.
Yeah, that's one of them. There's 2 more in the back. There's one on the wall. So I got one on the wall next to my what's the thing called? Burner. Come on, Jacob, help me out here. The thing you use as a lighter sometimes. My torch.
Yep.
Yeah, so I got one that's on the wall next to the torch, and then I've got another one that's just on the floor. And then my trailer always has one in it. And I always check them. I check to make sure they're charged. I do that about monthly, just like we do at work.
Yep. I agree with you, Victor. The insurance never covers everything, and you would have to have an inventory of everything, and it's kind of like who does that?
Do they not require sprinkler systems in shops like that now?
No,
I know in Washington, if you were to build that shop, I think you'd have to put a sprinkler system in it.
Here you don't.
That's what I'm saying. Is where you live, do you have to? Because in Washington, I think you do. In fact, I think you do in houses now. They're making people put sprinkler systems in weird places that are like single family homes and stuff.
Well, that's just crazy. I mean, I
it's
get
not
it.
Crazy when you think about it.
Oh, but think of the cost, and I know after a fire the cost of that,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah, I know.
what would a professionally installed sprinkler system cost? Like 10, 15 grand, 20 grand?
You do it yourself. You can buy the
Oh,
parts at Home Depot.
there you go.
You could buy the
Um,
parts at Home Depot, but in something like a house, you'd have to have a charge system.
right.
Whereas in some of these buildings, they have the uncharged systems where when the fire department gets there, they turn them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a sprinkler system, if you could buy the parts, it wouldn't be that hard. If you've got water running out there, that's all you need.
Well,
Um,
I had an idea of what I'm going to do. There's a lot of water that hits my house, around
yeah,
that area with big rains. And I've got one of those gas powered 3-inch dirty water pumps with a
yeah.
fire hose. And my daughter's got her 14-foot pool that's like 14 by 4 or something like that we need to set up. I'm going to put that kind of between the house and the shop. And then if there's ever a fire, it's gas powered, fire it up. I got the pool for a water supply. And
There you go. And you get a fire hose.
well,
That would be nice to have.
because the thing is that I saw his video and it's like the whole thing was burnt down before the fire department showed up. And I'm like,
Yeah, but that was an old shop too.
but
You
it's the
know,
country,
yeah,
and
that
there's
just
no
doesn't
fire
help.
hydrants. There's no, you're just
Yep.
kind of SOL.
I don't even know if we have a fire hydrant around here. I haven't even looked. We have city water, but I don't remember a hydrant. There might be one out there somewhere.
Yeah. But makes you think. Makes you
It
think.
does. It does. And that's the second YouTuber's shop I've seen burned down.
Yeah, who was the other one that just had one burned down like
Well, there
4
was one a
months
couple
ago?
of years ago too, where it was started by a leak in one of the cars they were working on. There was a gas leak. I don't remember who that was either.
What was
But
he
they
dropping a tank? Oh, Half-Ass Customs lost
was,
theirs in May. That's who it was.
oh yeah, yeah. This was a couple of years ago. I don't remember who it was though. Come on, I gotta take the dog out. Here you go. Come on, go. Two
But
Tone
I
needs
mean,
to go out. I think Blues. We need to change Blue's name to Two Tone because of the way her fur is now with the two different colors, but a distinct line.
It is weird. She's got that perfect line.
well,
She does.
speaking of Blue, how's Ford Blue doing? I haven't seen him in a bit.
I don't have any clue. I've not seen him in a while. A St. Pauli girl beer sign. Wow, that would suck. I miss my old Mariners beer sign that the cat destroyed. It was an actual old neon sign. I loved it, but
Oh wow, I didn't know that about Ken's shop. Ken's
yeah,
shop had a fire?
and didn't have one stuff where he had his car on the dyno caught on fire.
Yeah, I
What?
could see a car on the dyno catching on fire, especially if it blows the intake off. Like a nitrous car, someone's doing a dyno with nitrous and just goes boom.
Later, Yellowhammer.
See ya, Yellowhammer.
I think I've only caught 3 cars on fire in my whole life.
Oh, hey, Frank. I'm sorry. I didn't say hi to Frank when he came in.
Hey, Frank.
You? Car fires? No way. Your
I've only
cars
had
are
3.
pretty much, almost all your cars are dumpster fires.
No, but like 3 actual fires. 4 technically, because one caught on fire twice.
Which one was that?
My '83 Ranger.
How did it catch on fire twice? I can
The
understand the first time.
So the first time it was, I did a clutch for the first time. I think I was like 17. I did it with my brother, and we left the hydraulic clutch line on a header. And then the second time I had a wheel bearing in the rear go bad, and I knew it was bad, and I just kept driving on it until eventually friction caught it on fire.
Oh, and the grease. Yes.
Yeah, but by the time I did the wheel bearing, I didn't even have to pull a wheel bearing because it wasn't there anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
The cage came apart, all the bearings fell out. Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing
Yeah,
left. I had to
ate it.
replace an axle because the axle was rounded or like indented by like
Right.
a
It was all
centimeter.
messed up. Yeah, that's why tomorrow I have to get those wheels off and check the grease on the grease on the bearings on my trailer. Because I haven't done it since I've owned it. I've owned it over a year now.
And the other two cars was for sure my fault. One of them was spraying way too much ethanol into an intake.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do
Yeah.
it.
That will. And then the other one, I was welding a diff and I didn't remove the diff fluid from underneath the car and was welding on top of it.
Oh.
Yeah,
That was
he's a
just a
dumbass.
bonehead move right there.
Yeah, dumbass move is what that's called.
Well,
Yeah.
I had buddies that I worked with as mechanics. They'd be dropping a half full gas tank with a cigarette in their mouth. It's
Yeah,
like,
I've seen that
maybe you
stuff.
shouldn't do that. And they're like,
I mean-
gas doesn't ignite. You could pour gas on the ground, put a cigarette, it'll go right out. I'm like, yeah, it's the fumes and it's a half full tank. So
Fill
Yeah,
the
tank-
tank up and you're fine.
A pressurized tank, I don't think would be great.
I heard of one guy that got a nice blast in the face
Salty.
trying to weld near a tank when vroom, right in front of him.
Woof. I've watched people try and weld tanks before without purging them at all. You know, I've seen people do it, you know, where they didn't feel like doing anything, so they just filled it up with water.
Water and slushed
And that-
it around, and it's good.
No, they actually filled it with water and left the water in it.
Oh,
And they made sure it was empty and they filled it with water, and that was pretty good. I also knew somebody who filled his with sand before he started working on it. It caught fire, but didn't explode because
but
there was
how
still.
do you get all the grains of sand out?
He didn't. It killed his engine.
He didn't.
Okay,
It clogged up. Well, I don't think it killed his engine, but it did clog up his filter pretty
See,
bad.
that's why these new tanks are good. They're all plastic. You can JB weld them.
I hate plastic tanks too, but I do and I don't. I do because they're safer. They are safer in an accident. I'm
yeah.
too concerned with safety. Oh no, he's the safest person I know, and I say that with all kinds of sarcasm.
Who's the safest person?
You aren't seeing the chat, are you?
No, I just looked. I realized.
Thinks
Yeah.
Junior needs a wheel bearing. Send it.
Yeah, I did. I drove that thing for months without a wheel bearing.
Yeah,
I
you
would
did.
hop on the freeway and stuff, and I was like,
For
when I found
months?
out it was only $5 for the bearing, I felt stupid.
Yeah, you should have.
You drove it for months with a bad bearing?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy
He
shit.
didn't drive it a lot, I'm sure.
To and from all of Washington to Tacoma every day, but that was it.
Have you ever
Exactly,
driven a car
Rich.
with
I know what you need.
the pads are gone and the calipers are just grinding on the rotors, and you're just like, it seems to be braking pretty good right now. It makes a little bit of noise, but
So yes, actually, I just sold my van, a Econoline van, and it needed pads, and it was the piston started leaking because it was pressed so far that I just kept adding brake fluid every day.
Oh damn. T, you burned up the Credence tape. That's just bad. Closed down one of the lanes on cruise night because I was revving too much and caught my plastic air filter spacer on fire on Rivet Inn. Damn, Frank. That would definitely be a bad moon rising.
that would be a bad moon rising.
What's
yes.
up, Bama?
What's up, Bama?
That was the biggest loss, losing a CCR tape. Yeah, I haven't had CCR on tape in so long. I have them on digital, though. Do love me some good CCR when I'm feeling it. He lost his Boy George tape.
Ouch. I heard Boy George lost a lot in the bathroom. Oh no, that was George Michael. George
Yeah, that
Michael,
was George
remember that's how he got caught.
In a public restroom, no less.
Yep.
Yeah, although it killed all the women who were in love with him.
Yeah.
I was like, really? You didn't figure that one out? I knew
What?
he was gay from the beginning. Come on.
They figured out they didn't have a chance.
Mhm. I will not say that I did not like some of his music, because I did.
Yeah.
I remember being young back then. I was a teenager. So yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do with this. Anybody want uh, a running but non-driving? Well, it'll drive for a few minutes. Xterra. I have one at my house. I'll sell you. I don't have the title for it, but somebody I know does.
It's going to a junkyard.
You know,
Don't you
it's
need a
actually
title for
totally
it to go to a
fixable.
junkyard?
I
Huh?
have the title.
Oh,
It
you
is
got-
totally fixable, and it's not even that bad a shape. I don't have time for it, and it's only two-wheel drive. So,
It's the 2-wheel drive that I'm done jumping money into it.
but it looks good. It needs a little bit of body work, but it actually doesn't look bad. I didn't realize Xterras looked that nice.
I like Xterras. I'll get a 4-wheel drive one eventually, but
I wouldn't. Not if I had to pay actual money for it.
What'd you find, Salty?
Perfect thing for you. Need to brag for your daughter.
You meant to
Buy
say
for your
bye
daughter.
your
Okay.
Yeah.
Selling it at a great deal.
all right. Well, my phone's about to die again, so I'm off for the night.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Later.
Later.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Which car are you selling for $100 with a battery?
No, thank you, Salty. Not into the cars. She's got her
He's good
go
for you.
kart. She's happy
She's
with
not.
that.
Yeah. Which one, Salty?
Yeah, everybody else is interested. What car? What?
I can't buy it. I already have too many, and I don't have hardly any. Wouldn't have minded if I was still buying stuff from Cletus McFarland. One of the ones he's giving away. He's giving away the nice ones from the nice Traxxas ones. The 70-mile-an-hour. What is it? Not Slash, but the Stampede, or no, what is it called?
Oh, Salty's going to join.
Yeah.
I've never been much for the RC cars.
I love them. Do.
Just because you're not in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wish I had. All I have now, I have a Slash, and it's the 2-wheel drive Slash. I wish I had the better ones, but they cost too much. And
Yeah.
I got the Slash for like less than $200 with radio and battery. Only thing I had to do was buy a better charger for it. And then I've got the drag truck, which I have a Fox body for. I need to paint and cut so I can put it on it. And it's the Team Losi one, and it's super fast, but I got it super cheap too. And then I have a Mustang, an S550 Mustang drift car. I don't remember the brand on it. It's some no brand. It should be at the top, Salty.
So Rattletrap, I've got a Chinese-made go-kart, and with that, the parts are pretty cheap. So I mean, if I kind of use that, I like to be inside things. I like to, but like for that, engines are $300. You can pick up head gaskets for $4. You can pick up a higher compression head for $60. So I mean, it's cheap. You guys will have to look over my messy ass desk. Okay, well.
Yeah, I just put the link back up, but it should have been pinned at the top.
Yeah, it didn't pin, but I can see it. You just gotta.
No, it should have already been pinned. I pinned it before I even started the stream. Let me go look at my.
The zero turn is fun, Victor, but the go kart's a freaking blast. So, my daughter we drop her off and pick her up from the bus stop, which is about an 1/8 mile from the house. And
Sublime.
Sublime. And so I put her in it, and we drop her off, and we pick her up in the go-kart. So, yeah.
Well, that's weird. It was pinned, but I just posted it again in the chat. Did you not see it? That's weird.
Sublime
'Cause
says
I
it's pinned.
know I just reposted it.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing on my phone for some reason.
I just posted it again.
Okay.
Comment has failed to post to Pink's garage. Oh,
Really?
I can't post links on yours.
Yeah.
Do I have a wrench?
They made a change recently.
Do I have a wrench or no?
I don't know, and I'm not. What up, Salty?
What's up, Salty?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
I'm
Good.
going to it right now to see if you've got a wrench, because I got to be in the live to look at it. And
So
Mike type something. Just
Okay,
it's easier for me to see it if you just type something and I can
Yep.
see it
Facebook
on the
test.
chat.
Mike,
Yes.
I'm telling you, dude, you really need to
You
buy
do
this
not
thing
have
for
a
your
wrench.
daughter, dude.
Let me see, Salty.
You will not find a RC car that's modded like this one for $100 anywhere else. That I guarantee you.
Let me see.
Hold on, I'm taking the body pins out of it right now. I'm gonna leave the body on it. I just took the pins out. What am I doing?
There you
here?
go, Mike. You got a wrench now.
Okay.
Trying to find somewhere to stick this damn flashlight because it's magnetized. I'm not gonna stick it on top of my damn computer. That'd be fucking absolutely
There you
stupid.
go. Now I could post a link. There you go.
You don't stick a magnet on top of a computer. So
You can.
yeah, if you
unless
want that
it's a
motherfucker
super-
to shut off.
Hey, if it's a super strong magnet, then maybe. But if it's just a regular magnet, they ain't gonna hurt. And especially if you're running
Connected to my flashlight.
what do you call it? If you're running solid state drives, you don't have to worry about it at all.
Yeah, well, that's what I got. Solid state drive.
Then magnets won't hurt it.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then let me try this right here. If my computer suddenly goes out, it just shut off. But I'm on my phone, so. All right, now let me grab my phone.
All right.
I probably should turn my damn bedroom light on because that might help everybody fucking see something.
I can't see nothing because your camera's off.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to put this on so Bama's not seeing my little 4-inch. I don't want him to start foaming at the damn mouth.
Wait a second. So your lights are off, and you're talking about your 4-inch.
Like I said, I just don't want him to start
I
foaming
only
at the
talk
mouth.
about my 10-inch, record of my favorite blues.
If I got 10 inches, 6 of it's disappeared. It ain't never been shown.
I got 10 inch. It's a record.
After a while, it goes inward.
What to say? Yeah. That shit was inverted the day I was born. It ain't never come out.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mach 1 in a little while either. Probably a week or so.
All right, let's see. All right, there's the truck right there. Can y'all see that? Let me turn the flashlight down.
That's nice.
Which one is that?
Huh?
Which one is that?
It's a Red Cat chassis, but there's nothing on it anymore. This Red Cat.
Okay. And where did he go?
I'm not very good at holding this damn camera.
We lost you for a second.
Oh, y'all lost me?
No,
you're back now.
Yeah, we could say.
Okay.
Oh, you got heat sinks and everything on that thing.
Oh yeah. It's ready.
Nice.
Oh, it is. It's ready.
It's not bad at all.
I've never done a speed test on it, but I would probably say it'd probably do somewhere between 45 and 50, 55, something like that. It'll absolutely fly.
There you go.
Well,
yeah,
hold on.
That's pretty badass.
I'm sure somebody on
I
here
don't need a
will buy
4-wheel. Is it 4-wheel drive? Or is that 2-wheel drive?
No, it's 4-wheel drive. I don't own it. Yeah, I don't have any two. I'm still here. I'm just turning the Wi-Fi off on my damn phone. It seems like every time it's on.
Yep, it looks like it's electric.
Yeah, it's electric. Is a 2S battery in that or a 3S?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
There it is.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah. I turn the Wi-Fi on. For some reason, every time I connect my damn Wi-Fi or jump on the live when I'm on my Wi-Fi, my shit breaks in and out. So I take the Wi-Fi off and it works fine. I want the fuck's going on.
So Rattletrap wants to know if it comes with the battery and comes with the remote.
Yes. Here is the remote right here.
There you go.
Okay. Just your standard.
Yeah, it's got all your settings on the remote.
Oh,
and stuff
that's
like
actually
that.
not I like that one.
Yeah, it's
better
got all
than the
your
Traxxas
settings on the
one.
remote. Oh yeah. It's a really nice remote. It's got all the good shit.
So there you go. You probably got a sale with all the folks
Yes,
that are on here.
Rattletrap will buy it from me.
Yep.
Like I said, I
You'll have
mean,
to pay shipping, Rattletrap, and that's a long
Yeah.
ways, isn't it?
yeah, you'll have to pay shipping. I'm not going to do that. And here's the battery. There's the battery.
It's a Z2S.
It's 2S, but the car will run on 3S. It's a
Yeah.
2S, and yeah, it'll run on 2S or 3S.
Well, what's your battery hookup? You run it. What connector you
It's a
using?
Dean's connector.
It's a Dean's.
Yeah, it's a Dean's.
Had to swap that out with a real connector.
Yeah, XT60s is what I use. XT60s
Yeah,
and 90s.
I have all mine changed out to. What are mine? They're the big ones. Are those
Yep,
the
it
60s?
comes. No, the XT90s are the big ones.
Oh no,
They-
mine aren't XTs. Mine are the ones that
Yours blue?
yeah, they're blue.
Okay, I know which ones that is.
Mine are aftermarket.
Yeah.
So I welded them on myself. They're the same ones that come on the with the charger I have
Mm-hmm.
that have that if they're the original ones that have that third wire in them that lets the charger know everything. But
Oh yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
aftermarket ones aren't. I think they're like X5s or something.
Yeah, the X5s, they're good. It just problem is when you're running a real powerful engine, they have a tendency to cut the ESC.
I don't know
if you're-
why. My
Yeah,
ESC
if you-
had a smaller connector on it.
Yeah.
and I upgraded it.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I run the XT60s and the XT90s, because they don't cut the ESC, because it'll cause the ESC to have
Overheat.
like a power cut.
That's these
That's
things
the reason
have
why I run the
massive connectors on
XT60s and XT90s.
them. Let me look those up so I can see what they are. Just won't take me long. I got a phone.
Yeah, it comes with everything you see right here. There's a remote, there's the car, and there's the battery. You get all that for $100.
Looks like
Oh.
Rattletrap is interested.
Rattletrap, all I need is your $100 sent to my PayPal and whatever the shipping cost is, and it's yours. And it'll be on its way. That's all I need.
Yeah, okay. XT60s are actually one size smaller than what I have, so mine aren't what I thought they were.
Like I said, I got over $100 just in the engine and the motor and the ESC by itself. That's not even counting the
What
car.
motor you got in that one?
It's got a 4,500 kV.
Okay, I'm running XT90s. That's what I have.
XT90s are great. They're great.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
It looks like, I mean, Salty, I don't know much about this stuff, but it looks like it's worth $300.
Oh, it's worth every bit of $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, because because I've done changed everything in it. It's got a bigger.
Oh,
It's got steel gears, everything in it. It don't have none of that plastic shit in it.
You got rid of
Yeah,
the plastic gears? Yeah, I hate
Yeah, I got rid of all the
plastic
plastic gears, and it's got all the shocks are oil filled and all that shit. So this, you see the body bracing. It's got the aluminum body braces, the aluminum shock towers. It's got everything. Aluminum shock caps. All that shit's adjustable too. So if you want to adjust the suspension, all you do is turn the cap on there's a little thing right here on the shock. You just turn that little cap right there and it adjusts the suspension, the damper on the suspension.
Oh, you got the adjustable cap?
Yeah, I got them on all 8 shocks. See, it's got 8. It's got 2 per wheel.
I see that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. It's a badass setup. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to nobody. It's a bad setup.
Hey, Sublime, why aren't you coming up on in the chat, man?
Looks very nice, Salty.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Somebody needs to buy it for their daughter.
I
Or if Rattletrap wants, I mean, it doesn't matter who buys it. You know, everybody's money's as good as the other. I don't give a shit who buys it.
Well, I'm sure my daughter would love it, but I just bought her a go-kart.
Yeah, but we're talking $100, dude, and hell, there's something you can have fun with, not just her.
Oh, that's what it is. EC5s are what I have.
Oh, EC5s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're pretty big.
EC5s. Yeah, they're good. They're good.
They're pretty big. The reason I went with that is because that's what a bunch of my batteries already had, and so I changed out all the connectors on my cars to match. And then the only thing I have to use is the one adapter from EC5 to EC3 for my charger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
And if I'd
electric.
had one of the new
Rattle
chargers,
trap.
the new version of those chargers actually has both, has the EC3 and 5 on them. But
Now,
I ain't
does
buying
your
a new
charger have the do you got the plug on the end of your charger where you can plug up any kind of battery?
No,
You got a
no,
you don't have a
it's the
spider plug?
It's an EC3, and then I have an adapter cable for it.
Yeah. See, this is right here. Let me get it out. I'll show you. This is what you need right here.
Oh, I ain't buying no more. Mine works.
No,
for
hell,
what I have.
no, I'm just saying you can buy this on Amazon, and dude, you don't have to worry about anything anymore. This right here covers every kind of battery you could buy.
Yeah, it's probably
This
the one
is-
I looked at and didn't
This is
buy.
what you need right here.
Yeah, I looked at those. I didn't buy one.
That covers
But I saw
every kind of battery that they make, and all it does is plug right into your charger right there.
Yeah,
Real
a
simple.
smart way to do it, but I didn't.
Fucking A.
So, what did I just do? How do I get? Oh,
Considering that thing right there only cost like $7 on Amazon.
yeah. Well, the reason I did it too is because I had some that had the smaller Dean's connectors on my cars, and I don't like Dean's connectors, so I just said screw it, cut them all off, and just soldered in new ones.
Yeah, the only reason why I didn't do that is because this is literally the only car that I have that runs on a Dean's connector.
Yeah,
Literally, all the rest of them runs on something else.
Yeah,
It's
too.
like I'll show you the other one I got right here, the big one. I'm gonna need more desk room for this damn car because it's a lot bigger. This is my fucking Typhoon. It's
Yeah, I think
gonna
email dropped off too, Sublime. You could always come up on the panel there, Sublime, if you want.
yeah. See, that's my Typhoon right there.
Oh, the Typhoon. I like those.
And
How fast does it go?
this one right here, this will run about 85, right at 90.
Yeah, they're pretty.
This one right here will absolutely fly. But see, that's the adapter you're probably talking about. Hold on a second, I'll show you.
Hold on, let me pop this. Let me pop you back to full screen there.
Let me unplug the adapter.
Hey,
This
I see
is-
the chat.
Is this the kind of adapter you're talking about?
No, mine's actually a cable. It's
Oh,
the
okay, well,
adapter
see-
I have is a cable for the
Yeah, see,
for my
this-
charger.
Yeah, this will go from XT60 to EC5 like you're talking about.
Yeah. So I have a cable that goes from EC3 to EC5, and then I have a couple of adapters similar to that that'll go from the EC3, or I'm sorry, EC5 to like Dean's. I have some of those adapters because one's for Dean's, one's for XC60, and one's for EC3, and I just don't use them. I prefer not to have the adapters for when I'm hooking the battery up. I just want the battery straight, and if I took all my batteries, because some of my batteries had different connectors too, and I just made them all EC5s.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it. To see, does yours
that
look like
way-
that?
That way, I just soldered on all new EC5s. I put females on the batteries and males on the cars, which is the way it should be.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much easier that all my batteries work with all my cars, and I don't have to even think about it.
Yeah, this one right here, this damn Typhoon this is a no joke kind of car.
Yeah, Typhoons are badass. They are.
Yeah, you don't want to take
Especially if
somebody.
they're set up right.
Yeah, you don't want to take somebody who's just getting in to playing with the RC cars. This is not your starter car.
I remember
That's all I
when
can
I
tell
had
you.
my what is the thing, the Bandit, and I turned it to a VXL Bandit when they first came out with the VXL kits.
Oh yeah,
That
oh
had
yeah.
a 3S battery in it. Even with the wheelie bars on it, I could not keep that thing on the ground. Yeah, it
Bandits?
would fly. it would
Bandits
take
are some badass chassis. I will sit here and tell you right now, Bandits are badass chassis.
They are, and it suffered through a lot because even after I changed some of its parts, which I did, I had to aluminum because they kept hitting things at super hard. Like I hit a stop sign because it jumped that high.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, they're stupid quick, man.
Yeah, I had a stop with VXL and a 3S battery. They are way too quick. They do about 100 mile an hour because they're so light.
Yeah, they're easy. But that is, to me, for the Bandit, that is the biggest downfall to the Bandit. If they would have made that a 4-wheel drive car, that chassis would be so much better than what
they
it
make
is.
one
So
similar
much
to it
better.
that's 4-wheel drive, but I mean it's basically do they even make the Bandit still?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're listed on damn Traxxas website. Hell yeah, that's one of their best selling damn vehicles. They ain't never gonna stop making that damn
fairly
thing.
cheap. I mean, I have the 2-wheel drive Slash, and it's not bad. I'd rather have the 4-wheel drive, but for the price I got it, I ain't complaining. It was cheap.
No,
It was
you
like
can't beat them.
I think it was on sale. I got it for like $130.
Yeah, and that was the brush version. You just made it a VXL.
No, it was not. It was on sale.
Oh, the VXL was on sale.
Yes,
oh, the Slash.
The 2-wheel drive Slash.
Okay.
And they all come VXL now. I think. I don't think they make a non-VXL Slash, do they?
Yeah, they still make a brush version. They got them listed on their website anyway.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Well, I run it 2S. It can run 3S, but it's already too fast for what it is because it doesn't handle turns very well at high speed.
Yeah.
But
you can fix that though. You can fix that by.
I could. I'm not going to. I'm just going to have fun with it stock and just play with it like I do. I play with it like when I'm out at the track waiting to race. I'll sit out there and play with it.
Yeah, you got oil shocks on it?
I've got the stock. It's stock everything.
Oh yeah, if you can go on Amazon and get a set of oil shocks for like $18, maybe $12, and you can adjust that.
I have a couple parts for it that I've had for a long time that I haven't put on it. I'm just waiting until they break. There's no reason to add them until they're broken.
Oh, I agree.
And they're slight upgrades, but they're nothing that's going to make it change how it works.
Rattletrap, are you serious about this car? Because if you are, man, you let me know because it's fixing to go on Facebook Marketplace for sale. So I'm giving y'all the heads up before it goes.
You're just trying to get rid of stuff. Have you moved yet?
Trying my best to get there. And my mom, dude, I think she's gonna have to go in and have a third surgery.
Really?
Yep.
That's not good.
I think she's going to go in and have a third surgery on the same damn spot again.
How old is your mom?
She's fixing to be 78.
Oh, she's not that old. I mean.
Yeah, but her body is so.
I know. I mean, at 78, I doubt I'll be able to move. If I make it that far. That's like so far from now. It's 26 years from now.
Yeah, she is so. Her body is at the point now, man, where I don't know how. I just don't know how she's still. She's got more drive than any 78-year-old woman I got. I don't know how she's still doing it, man.
I wish my mom had made it to 78. She'd still be alive.
Well, see, I lost my dad at 59 prematurely.
Yeah, my mom was at early 60s.
Yeah, we found out my dad had lung cancer one day, and they told us, well, your dad's got 6 to 8 months to live. He passed away in 8 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
my mom
happened that quick.
Lasted about as long as they said she would. With the she had esophageal, so throat cancer.
Oh yeah,
smoking, man. It's all from smoking.
Well, they tried to say my dad's cancer was from smoking, but then they come back and said, well, your dad had a form of mesothelioma. And I said, well, that's not caused by smoking there, buddy. That's caused by asbestos exposure.
Yep.
Ain't no damn body stupid.
That's true.
Who had esophagus cancer? Sorry, just came
My
back.
mom.
Oh, dude, that sucks. That was rough.
It was.
I think Rattletrap dropped off too. Or did my chat just stop working?
No, just nobody's been typing in chat. And there's 7 people in there still. So
yeah, that's what it showed.
My esophagus issues, Pinks, that's what it turns into if it ever gets that bad.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's hope it doesn't get that bad, dude.
Yeah, let's pray.
Because it's harsh. And well, they didn't catch my mom's until it was like late stage. If they had caught it sooner, they might have been able to save her. But she didn't catch it. She just wasn't going. She wasn't going to the doctor like she probably should have.
Right. Did they
That's
have to feed her through a syringe through her stomach?
No, they never had. She never got to that point.
Okay.
It was, and where it was, it wasn't causing her not to be able to. Actually, I don't really remember much of the last because I've probably blocked most of it out. But I wasn't around. I lived in the West Coast, and she was in North Carolina. She was there in Southern Pines. I don't know if you know that area.
Let me go put all this shit
Southern
back up
Pines.
now.
Yeah, it's right by Pinehurst, just south of it. Yep.
Yeah, it is. The country club my stepdad belonged to and played last.
Did y'all hear about the? I know you probably don't, because you probably don't give two shits. But did y'all hear the damn latest NASCAR news that come out on the wire today?
No, I did not.
Kyle Busch Motorsports sold his entire fucking racing organization.
Really?
Damn sure did. Sold it all today.
To who?
Spire Motorsports.
Spire?
Yeah.
Another one of the big.
Well, they've been running a one car operation, and they usually run 28 to last place every race.
Yeah, they haven't been doing so well.
But for some reason, they have come up with, I don't know how many millions and millions of fucking dollars, because they bought a charter. And they say their charters now are going for between $40 and $50 million, and that's only to put one car on the track. That's car crazy. You see out running on that track is a charter itself. I don't care if a team like Hendricks has 4 cars, that is 4 charters.
Damn.
That's ridiculous.
And they bought
that much to race.
I know, right?
NASCAR needs to go back to its roots, man. It really does. Get back to the fun drive. That's why I really enjoyed watching the Bristol 1000. It was all Crown Vics, but it was just regular cars with a little nitrous added to them and some cages put in them. It was fun to watch. It was actually it was the most fun race I've watched in forever. And I've seen I've watched them on TV and on the pay-per-views and stuff, and I enjoy that. But watching it live was just so much better.
Yeah.
That's a race I like at Bristol, and Bristol's awesome. Bristol is an amazing stadium.
That's kind of why I like, you guys are going to laugh at this, but demolition derbies.
Oh, demolition derbies. I haven't been to one of those forever.
Because it don't cost much money to get a car to go do a demolition derby.
And it's pure. There's no advantages. There's no nothing. You just, here's the basic rules. You do what you're going to do, and anybody can get into it. Yeah. I like that.
Well, see, Victor, what's the crazy part about that is they paid that much for a charter, but then they turn around and buy Kyle Busch Motorsports, which is a 3-truck team. But they didn't just buy the team; they bought the whole damn facility, building and everything. Wow. And his entire manufacturing department, because he's got a Kyle Busch manufacturing department where he builds his own parts, but then he builds his own trucks and everything. They bought what I say, they bought everything. They bought all the car haulers. They bought, when that dude, all he done is got a check and grabbed the shit off his desk and walked out the door, and they took everything else.
Where the hell they get that kind of money?
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. You pay between $45 and $50 million for a charter, and I guarantee you they paid upwards of probably 10 million plus for his racing organization, because he was the top team in the freaking NASCAR Truck Series.
Oh yeah,
he was a top damn guy, especially with 3 trucks, and then all the car haulers, the big ass state-of-the-art facility building and everything. Dude, that's a lot of dough when you add a charter and then buying that race team. That's a shit ton of money people are damn exchanging. I'm like, good God.
Is there really that much money? And I mean, you think about it, it's not like it's the heyday anymore. Is he getting out because he's like, I see the Giddens, not as good as it used to be, and I'm just going to sell out now? Or, I mean, I don't see there being as much money as there was maybe 5-10 years ago.
What, in NASCAR?
Yeah.
There's more money now in NASCAR now than there was back then.
Really?
Hell yeah, dude. You got to remember you got to remember that these drivers are getting paid millions a year just to come drive for a company.
Yeah, NASCAR's gotten big money wise, but they've gone away from what they were.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Kyle Busch when he signed with Richard Childress this year. Nobody has disclosed his amount of money of what he's getting paid, but closest sources really close to him, or really close to that whole deal that went down, said that he's getting paid between 7 to 10 million a year just to drive that car for Richard Childress. He don't even have to worry about winning races no more. He's getting paid 7 to 10 million a year just to sit his ass in the seat and drive it, whether he wins or loses.
Yeah, but if he doesn't start doing better, if he doesn't do better, they'll eventually be like, yeah, we need a better driver or something. You know.
Well, right now it's not the car, it's not the driver because he's got the talent. It's the damn. They just completely switched his entire pit crew with somebody else. They just gave him he just got a whole brand new pit crew. Plus, this past race, it was nothing he was doing wrong. He just went into the corner, something broke on the car, and he went right into the damn wall. So it was nothing he done. He was running all by himself, he hit the wall. So you could see the car sit down on the track, and then it spun out and hit the wall. So something, either a tire blew, in a suspension broke, or something happened to the car. And I think that's just a product of this damn new car, this next gen car that they're running, because now they went to a one wheel lug nut.
One wheel. They did what, which is not NASCAR to me. I'm sorry, that's not NASCAR. That's Formula One. That's GT. What is it? The GT3. The GTR.
Well, hell no, that's IndyCar shit. That's what they run as one wheel lug nut. But their cars are like how much lighter than a stock car, a NASCAR? Yeah.
Porsche runs those too. Porsche's had those on a lot of their cars for a while.
Yeah, but how many times do you see Porsches running a full oval, putting their car up under that many G's at all the time? They're just running corners, and they never get to a sustained speed like they say run at Talladega and Daytona when you're going into the corner 212 miles an hour, and then you got to hang a sharp ass left. They're just not running that kind of speed all the time on every track. That's the way these cars are. I think the chassis needed more development before they brought it out. That's just, I think NASCAR just rushed that chassis out too fast.
I understand why they did it. I get why they did it. Because of all the people trying to cheat, and they're still doing it. And that's the way racing was back in the day. That's how you got your edge. You cheated as much as possible. Like you put in those the restrictor plates that you could turn off or pull out, or they would just go away. The cardboard ones that would just disappear when you hit the gas.
Oh yeah.
The old school stuff.
Yeah, well, see, that's when they left the restrictor plates up to the teams. Then NASCAR said, we're going to fix that.
I remember those days.
Yeah, we're going to issue your restrictor plate, and this is what you'll run on your car. They stopped all that kind of shit.
It's not about they're trying to get where it's not about the car. It's just all about the driver now. But the problem is, in these races now, you start at the back, you're most likely, unless there's an accident or something else, you're staying in the back.
Yeah, I mean, because the cars are so damn equal.
They're so equal.
They can't pass hardly.
It's really hard to move up without like an accident happening. If people wreck, then and yes, the driving. If you're a really good driver, you can probably pass a couple of people. But are you going to make it from the back to the front? I doubt it.
Yeah, it's like last night I was watching. I'm real big on going back on YouTube and watching some of the old NASCAR races. Last night I was on there watching the 1985 Talladega 500. That's when Bill Elliott sat on a pole and absolutely dominated the race. Yeah. He had something go wrong with his car during the first quarter of the race. He came in, went 2 laps down, all right, fixing the car, came back out and drove around the field with no caution laps, unlapped himself twice, went by and won the damn race.
You remember why he had the name? What was his name?
Bill Elliott.
$1 Million Bill.
Yeah, he was the first one in NASCAR to ever win $1 million race.
That's yeah. I used to follow Bill Elliott a lot. I used to love racing back then. That was I liked the racing that I watched in the 80s and 90s, mostly in the 80s, because that's when I was at the track all the time, because I lived right by Rockingham, which was, a decent track. At the time, it was used twice a year.
Mm-hmm. That's unheard of, though. You wouldn't never hear of nothing like that happen today.
No.
Of a driver,
the driver making up 2 laps with no
2 laps without any caution flags.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You just won't hear that no more.
I can't even imagine, Victor, I can't imagine, because just to do a day at the track, not the drag strip, because that's cheap, a day at the track with, say, my Focus. Once I get the Focus ready to go, it's going to hit the track. But a day at the track is going to cost me $400 minimum, plus fuel, plus travel to get there, plus everything else. And this is for a Focus. This is nothing. So, and that's for me, that's expensive, though. Really expensive. It'll be like a once a year thing. Not like, not cheap. And if you're doing it as an actual race, because these aren't even races, this is just high performance driving. The price skyrockets from there. It's like, for me, it's 400. For them, it's 4 million. Oh, look,
but you got to look. Every engine that goes in their car, that is a one race engine. Right? Somebody comes back to the shop, that thing comes apart. They tear that thing all the way down to nothing, rebuild it and stuff like that. It's completely different. Yeah, like you say, for them, there's no telling what it would cost for a weekend at the track. It would just be an astronomical amount of money.
It also depends on what you broke.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
The track that I ran, NC Car, it's in Garysburg, and I was doing some research. You can rent that track for an hour for like $250.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
Yeah, so like I'm considering like getting a bunch of friends together and going out there.
Where's this one at? What town?
It's in Garysburg. It's like near Roanoke Rapids.
Now that's that track is $250 an hour per car.
Per car?
Usually.
I don't think so.
Well,
I bet it is too. I bet you check into it. I bet it's per car.
I bet you there's a group rate.
Yeah, there usually is, yes. But
did you?
Yeah, but a group rate won't be $250. They're gonna be more than that.
Oh no. Some tracks you can actually get fairly cheap. You just they just have to cover their insurance for the day.
And a non-profit track there.
But just for an hour though, dude, you really got to have your shit ready to go when you get there, because the hour is gonna go by so freaking fast.
You say that, but so I went there. I got invited by Tony's Fords and Mustangs. He invited me out there.
Oh, nice.
And he warned me. He said, "Hey, you should do 4 or 5 laps. Come out, let your brakes cool down and all that."
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "They're gonna be feeling soft." And I'm out there, and I'm like, "They're not getting soft. They feel fine." I stayed out there for like 20 minutes, and my brakes. But I pulled in after I was like, I felt like my front tires were starting to lose grip. So I pulled in. Smoking. Well, I pulled in and I'm feeling fine. And then all of a sudden, like my brake pedal sunk to the floor. I was like, "Oh shit!"
You have stainless steel brake lines?
I don't think I do. But what happened was I boiled it out my passenger rear piston.
Oh, you blew. Okay, so see the cars I take to the track, I set them up for the track. I put track brakes on them, and I won't run. I ran the Mustang the first time at the track without it being set up for the track. And
I mean, it's a track car.
Again.
It's a track car. It was just, I was running it hard, and I was out running cars that were brand new, way more power, and it was awesome, dude. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I want to go back.
Hey,
I
Braille,
tell you, 20 minutes though, 20 minutes at a track can wear you out if you're
Hey,
not.
Braille,
used-
Right, it can.
Brailsford. So did you hear about what's coming up in Benson? Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings is going to be in Benson at the track.
What day?
It's Friday and Saturday, so
Yes,
it's
it's
2
always a
days.
Friday and Saturday.
October 13th and 14th.
So,
My son's got a travel tournament. That's way more important to me.
Yep. No, I hear you. I just thought I'd bring it up. I noticed it a few days ago, and I thought, well, if I see you on the stream, I'll let you know.
Yeah, if
Well,
you've
that
never
was
been to one of them,
awesome.
Mike, you need to go, dude. You need to go experience it one time. You'll
That was
enjoy
also
yourself.
the weekend of Foxtoberfest, which I got to give away my pass because I'm not going to be able to go to that.
I'm not either. I don't have a Fox. So
Well, I don't have mine yet either. The guy who's supposed to paint it, he had COVID, and so he hasn't painted it yet.
Like I said, Mike, if you get a chance to break away and go that weekend, you should go, buddy. You'll enjoy that.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to Foxtoberfest, but this sounds like it would be more fun just do a day
No,
with
I
this.
promise you. I promise you. No Prep Kings is going to be a lot more fun than Oktoberfest.
No Prep Kings is fun, but it's for me the crowds get a little rowdy at those, and
I like Fox. I had a lot of fun, and Mike MGI lives right there, so I was gonna go. I like going there because I go hang out with him, and then we cruise in together.
I really
Oh,
want
nice.
to see that track day. Where did you have your cameras for the track? Do you have them in the car, on your helmet?
Well, I'm really pissed about this. I had one on my helmet, so that's a good one. And then I had one on my phone that was also facing forward in case the helmet one didn't work or something happened. And then I had one on the rear bumper. And the one on the rear bumper, apparently like 10 seconds after I hit play, it had an SD card error and it got nothing. I was like, son of a-
I hate when I've had that happen before, and it does suck. I had that happen with one of my with my 360 camera once.
Yep. I had a
And I
freaking
haven't used it since.
So when we started out, when my group went out, there was a 2023 Hellcat in front of me, and then there was a 1LE Camaro SS in front of him.
Mhm.
That 1LE Camaro, after one lap, he got the hell out of the way because he figured he was going way too slow. The Hellcat tried to stay there for a while, and he on the straight, he pulled away from me on the straight, but like I immediately caught him every single time after like 2 turns. And so eventually he got out of my way, and I was able to like put some distance on him. But I really just wanted to get this freaking. I wish I had the bumper footage because I thought that was gonna be some good stuff.
I like having like when I'm in the Focus, I put one. I mount a camera right on my what do you call that thing? The sunroof, and that
Yep.
way I open the sunroof and I can reach up there and turn it on, close the sunroof while I'm driving.
That's a good idea.
Focus great video from up above.
I had an old phone. I gave it to Maddox. I'm like, hey Maddox, you can record me because he always wants to record stuff. Like, you can record me on this. He recorded the entire time. I've got like an 18-minute video on my freaking old phone, and I went and looked at it. Every other car that came down the straight, he got them flying by. When it was me, he turned it to where it was just that one shot of it going sideways. So literally, I'm in the screen for a fraction of a second as it flies by. I got nothing out of it. I was like, that's fun. They had a good time. Oh, the cool thing is they did parade laps ahead of time, so the boys got to go out and track with me. And this will not be in the video because last thing I need is YouTube hit me up for this again. But they got to on the straightaways. We got a little excited. They got to experience it a little bit. They had a good time.
So, do you know what did you hit in the straightaways on that car? Do you know?
I think the fastest I was able to get so it was like literally a quarter mile. And I think the fastest I got up to was like 135, 138, maybe.
Yeah.
Was you driving your car?
Yeah. Well, the problem was, so you'll watch the video, and I was an idiot on like my first 3 laps, and it's just because it's my natural habit of how I shift my car normally, just to like, I don't know, preserve the transmission. I go 1, 3, 6, like to just just when I'm casually driving. I'm not putting a butt ton of miles on it, right? I go 1, 3, 6 to save fuel and all that. Matter of fact, the car will even tell you how to shift for fuel efficiency, which is kind of crazy. But when I was driving the straight, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and I was like, this isn't right. Like, this feels really weird. And I was like, all right, next lap, we're not going to do that. We're going to go straight to 5th. I did it 2 more times. I was like, son of a bitch. And then I finally got it after that. But man, dude, I'm hooked, man. I'm seriously, all the supercharger thing, like I'd still want a blower, but I'm really considering just starting to pour money into upgrading track things.
I will say the blower thing, it's nice to have that extra power, but the first thing, if you're going to track, upgrade your brakes. It's the first thing you should upgrade. Upgrade your brakes. Stainless steel lines, better brake fluid. You need some Motul like 600. You want to get better brakes, front and rear. 4 to 6 piston minimum. And you don't want to.
I got 4s up front. I got Brembos up front.
Well, I have 6s in the front and 4s in the back on mine.
I mean, the brakes were fine. They're just hot. The brakes were fine. They're just. I never had issues slowing down.
I have different pads on mine for the track. They're complete because they're too noisy to run normally, and I don't want to waste.
I put the carbon ones that squeak like a metric. They squeak all the time. Unless they're super hot, they're squeaking.
Yeah. So after you get brakes, and the stainless steel lines helps a lot to get rid of that rubber, because the rubber expands when that brake fluid gets super hot, and the rubber will start expanding, and that's when you go to the floor, or you get a leak in one of your pistons and you go to the floor. So like I said, you upgrade your brakes. That's one of the first things you should get. So brakes, tires, wheels, if you just want to lightweight, get lighter wheels for, whatever, but tires after brakes. And then you can start suspension work, sway bars, coilovers, things like that to actually set your car up. And you can still make it a daily driver, kind of. Well, you don't drive it daily anyway, do you?
No, I'll say this. I had Firehawk 500s at the front and the Mickey Thompson Street Comps in the rear. And that thing did great. I was worried about the Firehawks, but they were awesome. Yeah. They had no issues.
And you think those are not a problem. But if you get better tires, and you start taking those corners the way you should take them, you'll notice the difference.
Square setup helps too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I'm still on the stock wheels, and for now, I'm happy just to go out there for now when I can. I don't even know when the next time I'll be able to go out is.
So I'm really hoping that when I get my Focus done and it's ready for the track, that it'll hit 150 in the straightaways. It should. And the thing handles so well, and it's front wheel drive, so it makes a huge difference, because I've driven 3 cars on the track, and that's the Focus, which is front wheel drive, my Mustang, which is rear wheel drive, and then my Audi I used to have, which is all wheel drive. Oh my God, the difference between all wheel drive is the king. It really is. The thing handles so much better. But I've noticed there's certain things with rear wheel drive that I like better, coming in and out of corners, whereas front wheel drive is different, and I like it for certain things. But I've done lap times in the Focus and the Mustang at the same track, and they're usually only about 10 seconds difference, which that's only because in the straightaway that Mustang can get up and go where the Focus could not.
So Brailsford, I would agree with you 100%. It's kind of going out there and just having fun. And I know my car isn't ready for the track yet. It can do parade laps and stuff like that. I've got a couple issues I'm working through. First one is IATs get too hot because of the supercharger. So I've got my other one, I've got a mount on it, which is more efficient. That fixes a lot of things. And then the other thing I need is tires.
I'm going to put my one-piece drive shaft on soon.
Oh, you got a drive shaft?
I got a one-piece that's been sitting in my garage for 2.5 years now.
You're supposed
Right
to
next
put
to
that on when you put the caliper
Let's
in.
talk about that. Let's talk about that.
When's
The
it coming?
MT82 shifted great. I had zero problems with my transmission.
So are
But-
you going to sell the Calimer and just keep? I mean, because it sounds like
No.
yours is already good for what you need it for.
No, I'm going to keep it as a ready spare for when I do finally nuke it. It's going to go at some point, but until that day,
I'm gonna go first.
But it sounds like you don't rip on it. You know what I mean? Because if
If
somebody
he starts going to the road track,
I-
he's gonna be ripping. He's gonna be ripping on.
Mike, every time that car comes out, it gets ripped on. Every single time.
But I know
That
you-
transmission is not babied at all.
okay,
I say when you're road coursing, you're not downshifting and upshifting really slow. I mean, you're trying to get in your gear in quick. Because the last thing you want to do is lose RPMs. Because you lose RPMs, you lose lap time
Yeah.
and speed.
Just so we know, the Calimer is not made for road courses. It's made for the drag strip. That's the way
Yeah,
Calimer
plenty-
designed. He builds them for the drag strip.
Well, there's plenty of people I know that run them at the road course, though.
I know they
fine.
do, and I've done it. And but they'll tell you that they are made. They're designed for the drag strip, which is fine because the drag strip hurts them more than the road course does.
but
But-
Brailsford, what I was saying is that there's a difference between driving it hard and just beating the piss out of it. You've been in cars with people to where it's like they're trying to destroy it every time that they're driving it.
But it's a
And-
Mustang. You're
that's
supposed to beat the
that's
shit
me.
out of it.
but
There's a
I
difference.
don't see. I see Brailsford trying to take care of his stuff a little bit better.
Well,
than
my
that,
question
you know what
is,
I
how
mean?
are you getting the sixth gear on a road course?
Hmm?
How are you getting the sixth gear on a road
I
course?
didn't do it on
Never made
purpose.
to fifth.
I meant to go to fifth.
I've never made it to fifth on a road course, really.
Oh, I got the
guess-
fifth. I redlined my fourth gear, and I had to go to fifth.
I think it's
The boss-
what's
The
your
boss
rear
has a
end gearing?
limiter in it. The boss has a limiter in it to 155.
Oh, okay.
I can turn that off with the programming, but then I might lose my track key.
I just want to know, did you use your track key when you went?
Oh yeah,
Okay, I was
'Cause
just curious.
I
So
was
my
banking
question
on
is,
the engine braking.
What's the rear end gearing?
373.
Oh, which is what I used. What did I? So I was 351, and now I'm 3. I was 3. What is it? 351
355.
or 355, and now I'm 331. That's it. Now I'm
Well,
331, which is the
There's
automatic.
one
All right, I'm.
There's a couple
325.
guys that went out there with like C8 Corvettes, man, and they hit it on the straight, but man, when they were going around that course, they were just taking it easy.
I'd love to see like a built WRX. True, they're not going to do as well on the straightaways, but man, on the corners, oh, I just love my WRX.
Yeah,
Someone
they're
bought a Ferrari out there.
Oh, nice.
I was behind one of my favorite times on the track. I was behind a Porsche GT3, and it wasn't an R. It was just a GT3, and he could not leave. He could not shake me. He couldn't leave me. He finally gave up. He got off.
Well, now that he's back, I'm sorry. Rattle Trap, are you interested in this car? If not, dude, you let me know because it's going on Facebook Marketplace if you're not. If not, then I ain't mentioning a damn thing else about it.
Fourth gear, no. My rear end gear, Rattle Trap, rear end gear.
Hell, Brailsford needs to buy it. Him and his kids can just beat it all to shit.
By what?
The damn RC car I'm trying to sell.
Got $100 truck for sale, which
Yeah,
is actually
four-wheel
worth
drive
way
RC
more
truck.
than $100.
Oh, hell yeah, it's got a hell of a lot more than $100 invested in it.
I don't got time for anything anymore. That's why, yesterday my dogs had pardon my language. My dogs had fleas, so that's why I wasn't live when I was actually excited to talk about all this stuff. And then my dogs had fleas randomly. The storm drove the fleas into my yard.
I was looking for your live and it didn't show. I didn't have a Monday live. I didn't have a Tuesday live.
I'll be honest. My new job has got me. I work a lot more than I used to. It's a lot more. It's a lot more important it's a lot more important of a position, and so it requires more work, and I don't get paid more.
Do you have?
Now that's the sucky part about it.
The
Do you have
one-to-ones
people
are
reporting to you,
fifth
or how
year's
does that work?
one-to-one, isn't it?
It's fifth or fourth.
Yeah, it's fifth. Fourth year is one-to-one in my Focus, but fifth year is one-to-one in the Mustang.
Do you have people reporting to you, Brailsford, or in a new
Hmm?
role?
Oh,
Do you have people reporting to you, underneath you, or?
I mean, yeah, and I mean, I had my own staff at my old job, but this job is actually like real world important, like protect you people important.
Nice.
Yes, MT-82.
Yeah, I like my job. Don't have one.
Yeah, I wish, but I like money, so I have
Well,
one.
I'm doing this, and I guess I'm in it to win it until I can retire. So
Look
I
at
got
here. I'm not jobless by choice.
I
Yeah,
think
9 more years.
Brailsford, you made a really smart move being
It's
in.
kind of like my wife. She's not
because
jobless by choice.
when the time
Exactly.
comes to retire, you're going to be sitting much better than most people.
Oh, when I retire, man, I hope when I retire, between the disability and my retirement, I'm hoping that I can just play with cars till I die.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah.
Everything's gonna cost
Dude,
more
I am
money.
about at the
That's
point where
easy.
I'm just done playing with cars. I don't think I'm gonna mess with none no more. I'm starting to get too many other interests going on in my life to worry about cars anymore. I'd have done the car thing for the last 30 damn years. Time to move on and do something different.
Something different.
Hell yeah.
Malty, you need a
Man, cars
submarine.
ain't got. Say what now?
You need a submarine. Your name's Salty. You need to be on a sub
Yeah.
or a boat.
Fuck
You need
that.
a
I
boat.
like my head being above water, not below it.
Okay, then get yourself an old tugboat.
Old tugboat. Yeah.
Salty.
Hell,
salty
they wouldn't give me the
captain.
license to drive the damn thing. They'd be like, hell no, you're too blind, motherfucker. You'd be sinking more people than you help.
Be old Salty in his little tugboat.
Well, you know
So
what?
bro,
That would fit though.
hey, bro, did you see what I did for my car today?
What, the blue Mustang thing?
Yeah, that's my car. No,
Does it light?
That's
Does it
just
light
a
up?
reflection of light. Look at the filter right there in the lower corner of the car.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
I took out the lights in the front to be able to do that because it needed better air. It wasn't getting enough air going down the track. It was getting too hot air. But up top, I also have some of that double bubble insulation, insulating it from the. I have it wrapped around the plastic intake tube because it's the Cobra Jet intake for the Whipple.
There you go, Vic.
And it's good up to the 150. If I had the 150 throttle body, it's what it's made for, but it's neck down to the 130, whatever it is, 133.
Can
Well,
you
it
make
looks
a
cool.
scoop out of that area and then have it to where it's, pressurized?
What?
Hey guys, I gotta hop out. I actually have work to finish, but I wanted to at least hop in for a little bit.
All right, bro.
Good.
Nice talking to you again, bud.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Let me grab my phone. I'm gonna go outside and stand around and smoke while we talk.
So where your air filter is at, is there a way to turn that into like a ram air assembly to where you're kind of building around that so the air that comes in gets trapped and pushed into the air filter?
Well, I could have done that. I could have wrapped that, made a box around it, but
Yeah.
I decided not to because I didn't want the air to come in and pressurize that area so much that it
Causes
my
lift.
front end again, because my front end is held together with baling wire and duct tape. Come on. Huh?
Yeah, but you gotta understand, if you do that also, it'll cause lift on the front of the car, and that's the last
Yeah.
thing you want when you're drag
you
racing.
I
You
don't
want
really
lift.
need that. So
Yeah, you don't need lift.
You want downforce, yes.
Yeah, and if you put a air box in there,
the reason I didn't do that is because of how big the hole is. Had I gone with the smaller hole that I was originally going to, and then decided I didn't want to cut the plastic, because the hole for if I had just taken out the fog light, which is about that big around, about a big around hole, is what it would have left. And I probably could have been fine with that, and then I would have boxed around it a little bit using just the insulation, the double bubble insulation stuff I have. But I decided just to take the whole housing out because why not? and see what it does. And like I was told by Ken earlier when he was in here, HPR, he said, at idle I might get, driving slow, I might get surge because of the math, getting too much turbulent air put into it. But once you're at wide open throttle, it's not a problem. And
Damn, HPR was in there?
He was until he went to watch a movie. He's watching Gran Turismo.
That sorry fucker. I can't believe that dude comes in anybody's life anymore. Dude
He
don't even
came
make
in for a few minutes, said hi, talked a bit, and then was gone because he's going to be at he'll be at Ford Fest this weekend too. He'll be there Friday. I think he said Friday night. He'll be Friday night or Saturday night. I can't remember.
That's what NMRA, right?
Yeah.
I think Funky's going to be there too.
Funky will be there too. Funky's going to be there Friday, Saturday. I'm going to be there Saturday, Sunday, because I'm doing the open bracket. Because that's the only thing I really qualify for.
So is Ken bringing his car, or is he just coming to hang out?
He's going to do test and tune, I believe. Or no, he said earlier. God, I can't remember what he said.
Knowing Ken, because he usually takes a car and he actually runs in a class.
He's running in a class, and I can't remember what it is. He said, I
can't remember. A couple of years ago, he actually won that class.
Give me a second. I'll find it. Because on this, I can scroll all the way. Gran Turismo, that's what I'm watching. I'm almost there. He's talking about, Math Wash. That's what he said I could have is Math Wash, which I'm not really worried about that. Okay, well, that's when he first came in. He came in telling me that they changed the name to the Holley Intergalactic Ford Fest 3 years ago.
Oh my God.
That's what it's called. I don't know why. It's kind of
where in the hell did the intergalactic shit come from?
It is intergalactic. It is because everybody that's there is from the same galaxy. It's not extragalactic, it's intergalactic. So
but do they really expect somebody to ship a Mustang out from another galaxy over here?
I think it's just for words. It's just to make it sound
just PR shit.
Yeah, exactly. What?
Yeah, I can't remember what year it was, but Ken won that class.
I can't find it now though, and oh man, I am so far back. I'm like back at the beginning of the stream here. Look at, and I missed it somewhere. He told me.
I want to say Ken won. I want to say, and I could be totally wrong, but I think Ken won that damn class in his black SC car or SCS car. He's getting his headers and converter in. Bring all his pulleys in case he decides to pulley down. He'll be there Friday. He's racing Friday evening. I'll just be arriving at my hotel. He runs True Street. Okay, True Street. Okay, yeah, he won that class a few years back.
Well, good for him. I'm running bracket, and if my car does what it does at the track I locally run, I should be able to dial in pretty close to what I'm going to run every time.
I'm surprised you're not going to go ahead and run True Street with Ken.
My car's not that fast.
Your car's not that fast.
I have no idea what it runs in the quarter, and that's running quarters, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, Ken won that True Street thing class in his California special car, and he only had a Rouse supercharger.
I don't remember what True Street has to be.
Your car should be actually way faster than his damn car.
I run 6.8. That's my fastest. 6.8. 6.83, I think, has been my fastest.
Yeah, but in a quarter, you're going to be your car is going to be pulling hard on the top end.
Because I am just hitting my steam as I pass the 8th mile. I've never run the quarter. I have no idea. And what really kills me is I signed up to do this bracket there because it's a quarter-mile track. They're running the brackets at 8 mile.
Oh shit!
I was, and I didn't find that out until after I'd bought my tickets. And they're they're not refundable. You can't refund them.
That's crazy. Why ain't they doing the brackets in the whole quarter? That's the whole purpose of going to the quarter-mile track.
because of all these people in the South that like 8th mile for some reason, because they can't handle making it all the way to the quarter mile. It's too scary.
Now, I don't really think that has nothing to do with the people in the South. That's the NMRA rules for some reason. That's not
It must
that's
be.
not
Yeah,
track rules.
it's
That's
in there. It's in
NMRA
their
shit.
rules. I didn't see it until it was too late, or I wouldn't have
Yeah,
signed up for it.
because NMRA, they run all over the country, so
Yeah, I know.
their rules are going to be.
Well, the
Uh,
open bracket. So the open bracket changes depending on what track they're running at. That's the one thing that changes is the open bracket.
Really,
Because
you
I've
would
looked.
figure that would be uniform across their whole
You
series.
think?
That kind of don't make no damn sense. Because I've never seen them run an NMRA event at an 8th mile track. They're always at a quarter mile track.
Uh-huh. And why would they run the open brackets 8th mile here then? I don't get it.
That makes no sense. But I tell you what, I know that you're not going to be there for it. Which
I wouldn't be there to run the other stuff anyway. Like
no, I'm talking about you're not going to be in town for the event that's going to be happening this weekend at Jackson. There is a big event that's going to be there at Jackson this weekend, and there's going to be like 4 or 5 different YouTubers that's going to be live streaming that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
which one is it? Is it just the no prep stuff?
Yeah, this is a no prep event, but there's going to be a bunch of big time. They don't race. All they do is go around and live stream these events.
Yeah, I know. So you're talking about
No Prep Felons is going to be there.
Yeah, so I know all those guys and I watch their stuff, but I don't do no prep. I don't even really watch it much live.
Man, I can't get enough. Like this past weekend, dude, I was stuck. I mean, literally, I was stuck to the computer watching War in the Woods. That shit was awesome.
The reason I say they're running 8th mile for brackets is because that's what I read on the rules for this weekend. If they're running quarter, that's better because they don't get to run the quarter, which is the reason I did it, because I want to run my car in the quarter. But
you got a really good gear for a quarter too. You got the 331, so that's a great gear.
Was quarter mile track.
Yeah.
I'm just getting into power when I pass the 8th mile. I'm in 3rd gear when I pass the line. I never make it to 4th. And I start in 2nd gear. I don't even start in 1st gear. Because if I do, I can't make it to 2nd. It's a problem with either me or my transmission. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, because on a quarter mile, like I said, with that 331 gear and that supercharger and shit and that damn transmission you got in your car, dude, you should really be eating good at the damn when you cross the quarter mile.
Should be. If I had an automatic, that'd be better.
Oh, well, of course. I'm not sitting here downing the people who bang gears because I like banging gears too. But hey, when you're drag racing, automatic is where it's at. If you're going to try to win.
When I had the opportunity and had the money, I should have bought that damn automatic setup for the car, but I didn't. I decided not to because and it's because I just spent so much money on that manual transmission. I just shipped it. Had I not shipped it the day before he offered it to me, I'd have probably done that because it wouldn't have cost me much more.
Well, you got a Bing Caliber transmission in yours, right?
Yeah, I do. Stage 3.
Well, what are those transmissions going for used? Say yours. What is that whole system setup going for?
I don't know what they go for used. I know what they go for new, and they're about $4,300.
Damn, they proud of them some bitches, ain't they? Holy shit!
And that's let's see. If you send them your transmission, which I did, it's like $3,800. I don't know what the prices are now, but they put really good gears in them, that's for sure. But I had to have mine rebuilt already once.
Yeah,
because it was fucked up. And I don't know why I had to pay so much to have it rebuilt when I was told it would be really cheap, but it cost me like way more than that to have it rebuilt. And so I will never buy another Calumet product again. If it ever breaks again, I'm going to I'll either go back to a stock MT82, T56 Magnum, or an automatic.
I was wondering how much would it cost you to go, say, if you was to go out and buy you 6R80 and put in your car because that's what goes in your
Okay,
car.
6R80 wouldn't be so expensive. Although I don't have the computer for a 6R80, so that'd be kind of suck.
Yeah.
I'd have to actually change out my computer because it's not the one you need for automatic. There's TH400, totally different story because it's it's a self-shifting automatic.
Yeah, but damn, a
or with a
TH400,
solenoid.
man. God, they're so fucking expensive. Holy shit.
I could have bought that TH400 with the drive shaft and all the stuff and the converter and everything I needed to put it in my car for like $4,000.
Oh my Lord.
But
what a
that's
steal.
cheap.
What a steal.
I know it was from the same guy that sold me the Whipple.
That's what I'm saying. What a steal, because you probably couldn't get that deal today.
And I should have done it. I should have done it, but I didn't. And I spent it because I'd already just spent the money on the Calumet one.
Yeah.
Because I already paid for it.
Yeah.
And it shipped it the day before he offered it to me. Had he offered it to me a day earlier,
Could have canceled
would have
your
been a
order.
different story.
Yep.
Now I probably wouldn't be running 900 horsepower at the rear wheels because automatic would have taken a little bit more, so it'd probably be more like an 850.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need 900 at that point.
No, I wouldn't.
Because the automatic would, automatic. I mean, I don't give a shit what nobody says. People can say what they want, but there's no hand and eye can shift a car, a manual, as fast as an automatic can shift itself.
Okay, they have ice at the racer gate. I'm going to bring 2 coolers full of ice and hope it doesn't melt. I was trying to find block ice. Nobody sells block ice around here.
Shit, good luck finding that.
You remember when every place that sold ice had block ice?
Oh, God, yeah, I remember.
And now nobody sells it. I want a block of ice because, for one, I can break it into like 4 pieces and throw it in my ice tank, and it will last longer than one run.
Yeah, no shit.
I fill that thing full of the ice. I fill that tank. It's a 7-gallon tank. Like, fill it to where it's almost all ice. There's a little bit of liquid flowing through it. One run, and it has got no ice left.
Well, let me ask you something. How many empty milk jugs do you have?
None, because we don't buy milk.
And say, if you had some milk jugs, you can make your own block ice before you go to the event. Hell yeah.
You cut them open.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
Chip that shit up.
I used to fill up milk jugs and throw them in the freezer and then use them in the cooler just to keep my other stuff cold.
Because it lasts so much longer.
Regular ice in there with it, and it would keep it from melting as quick.
Yep. Yeah, like I say, if you can get your hands on some damn milk jugs, which it's probably too late in the game to try to find any, but if you can get your hands on like 3 or 4 or 5 damn gallon milk jugs, shit, freeze those jokers and take them with you.
I don't have time. It takes a couple of days to freeze a milk jug. And I don't have a big enough freezer.
Oh, you don't have a deep freezer?
Well, no. All I've got is my I've got a fridge.
Yeah, okay. You got your freezer. It's on your refrigerator.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I got you.
Yeah, and it's got so much stuff in it now.
That's the way ours is, man. Can't get shit in it because it's packed.
Not so much stuff. It's just it's big. Like, I got ice cream in there. We have a bunch of the ice, the not ice, but the frozen things.
Well, I'm telling you, living in this apartment right here, buddy, we don't have a big refrigerator at all, because if you know anything about apartments, they don't give you damn big refrigerators.
I have my
little bitty rinky.
Yeah, I know. I've lived in a fridge or in an apartment that had one of those little small ovens, or the oven stove that was like that wide, which was awesome for one thing because it was gas, and I had one of those griddles you set on the burners, and it was perfect size for that.
Yeah, it's just these apartment fridges, they're like the over and under refrigerators. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a, I don't know what size it is, but the refrigerator is probably big as I don't know, the freezer part is probably big as a damn igloo cooler, and it's got a damn rack in it. You know what I mean? So I mean, you really can't pack a whole lot of stuff in it. But my house down there. Now, I got one of those big damn stainless steel double door refrigerators. It's got like 2 drawers. It's got a bottom freezer that pops out, and then it's got another drawer that pops out. It's mainly used for fruit and vegetables and sandwich meat
I
and shit
have
like that.
I have one of those. That's what I have. I have a 30 cubic foot LG refrigerator.
Yeah.
Like the largest one they sell.
Mine's not an LG. Mine's actually a Frigidaire, but you know that's just what I got because I bought the whole appliance kit thing, all the Frigidaire appliances. So
Where do you buy Frigidaire now?
you can get them at Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it comes in
I
a
was
whole
thinking, never
kit.
mind.
You
I'm thinking Kenmore, and that's the Sears brand. And I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Kenmore's been Kenmore forever anyway.
Well, you ain't gonna go to Sears and shop anyway. Where the hell is Sears still open at?
I don't know, but they just
But said it,
there's still
I ain't
there's
seen a
still
Sears
two
in a long
Kmart's
time.
open. There are still 2 Kmart's open.
Where are they at? I ain't seen none in Georgia in years.
There's one in Florida, and there was one in Jersey, and another one
Really?
somewhere else, and I don't
Damn,
remember. But
like
the Jersey
Kmart?
one is
Holy shit.
the Jersey one is closing this month.
I'd say I hadn't seen a damn Kmart in probably hell.
Oh, they're sad. They're sad.
It's
looking.
got to be 15 to 18 years since I've seen a damn Kmart.
Oh, Kmart's like 5 years ago, easy.
Not around here, dude. They've been gone for
No.
God years.
Where I was, we still had Kmart. Sears were gone, I think the Sears lasted longer than the Kmart did. But it was sad when
did?
the Sears went away. I was really sad when the Sears closed because that's where I got Craftsman stuff. And
Dude, I'm
I
telling you,
remember-
the store that broke my heart when it closed more than anything, and that was JCPenney's. God,
Oh,
I
no shit.
shopped like a son of a bitch at that store.
I was
man.
a Sears guy. I like Sears. I bought all my suitcases at Sears. I bought all my shoes at Sears.
Well, see,
Because
we always had family members who worked at JCPenney's, like God,
Oh,
forever, never, never.
that
So we
helps.
could always get like super damn badass
Are
discounts on shit.
JCPenney's all closed now? No,
They're
maybe
closed
still are.
here. They're closed here.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in a while either. But
Yeah, they had like the JCPenney's distribution center and all that shit that was here. All that's closed
Yeah.
down now.
yeah, it's just like Sears was like I said. I bought luggage at Sears. I bought shoes at Sears. I bought tools at Sears because Craftsman, the old school Craftsman.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
I
oh yeah.
love
Me and my dad used to go up there all the time.
When I was in Huntington, West Virginia, for one of the funerals I ended up there for, I went into the Sears there and bought a couple of stainless steel squares and one or two other little things because they were on sale, really good sale, and to take home with me on my flight because I needed some better squares, for work, and they were cheap and they were stainless and they were good and they were still made in America. They were still the old Craftsman.
Yeah.
And I still have them. They're great. They're great. They're probably the ones I use the most still. And it was sad because the next time I went there, unfortunately, again for another funeral, that Sears was gone. That Sears was a like empty building.
I'm gonna tell you something else about the Craftsman products. The Craftsman products they sell now at Lowe's is nowhere near as good as the Craftsman products they used to sell at damn Sears.
If you look through some of the stuff, some of it is still made in America. Very, very little of it. And that stuff is still pretty good. But it's very little of it. Most of it's made in China.
Yeah.
Thailand, China, wherever. I have some of the new Craftsman stuff just because I needed it. But the last thing I bought from the Lowe's Craftsman was a set of wrenches. And they're in one of my toolboxes. I bought them for work, and they're all still made in America, and they're pretty good.
Okay.
They were pretty good. It was just a box of wrenches, of metric and standard, and it didn't have all the sizes I really wanted and needed, but it had most of them, and they didn't get any bigger than I think 15/16, maybe 1 inch was the largest, but the metric sizes didn't go up near as high as I needed them to, so. I still had to use the Pittsburgh ones I have.
Dude, I tell you what, it's really hard for me to go shopping anywhere else but damn Harbor Freight. I mean, Harbor Freight is just so damn convenient. They got everything in the world.
Most of the stuff there you can just take in if it breaks and get a replacement.
Yes, exactly. No hassle, no bullshit. They'll just swap it out.
I still like most of my sockets. Most of the socket sets I have are Harbor Freight. I do have some Husky and some other brands, but I think Cobalt, stuff like that. But most of my sockets that I use are Harbor Freight. Now, most of the ratchets I use are are not Harbor Freight. They're Craftsman. They're Snap-on. They're like I do have some Harbor Freight ratchets, but most of my ratchets are Craftsman. I have Craftsman. I have one of my favorite 3/8 ratchets I bought at a car parts store that has not been in business. It was Al's Auto is what it was called in Washington State. And it was owned by PACCAR, the people who make Kenworth. And they had tools, and I had a 3/8 ratchet that I bought from that, and I still use it to this day. And it is one of my favorite 3/8 ratchets. And the thing just works like a champ. And
Man, I'm telling you what, the Harbor
cheap.
Freight does sell a higher end ratchet. I've got a couple of them.
Icon stuff.
Yeah, and I have no problem with those. They work really well.
They do, but their price is not Harbor Freight pricing.
No, they're not, but they're still
But
damn
it's not
cheap.
Snap-on pricing
I
either.
was gonna say, it ain't Snap-on it.
$150.
You know, it's not Snap-on and Mac prices. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I have a 1/2-inch Snap-on ratchet, which I love. It's great, but it was $150, and this was back in 2000.
Yeah,
years ago. This is like way long time ago, and I paid that much money for it. I mean, it wasn't 2000. When did I work? It was like 2005. So
I still got a bunch of my old Snap-on and Mac and SK because I've always had really good luck out of SK tools.
I've lost a lot of that stuff. I've had it taken from me. And speaking of, I am missing my Milwaukee 1/2-inch wrench right now. That last person I know to use it, I think, was my son when he was here, and I don't know where the fuck he put it. But I'm missing it, and I need to find it.
It might have went home with your son.
Oh no, it did not go home with it. It might be in the car he was working on, which is in my driveway. Which,
okay.
It may still be there, but I don't think he was using any standard size. So maybe I misplaced it. You never know. Maybe it's out in my trailer, in the toolbox in my trailer, because it is a 1/2-inch. It's the only one missing out of the set.
Well, that is a very used size. So
not for me really. Metric's more. I use more metric than anything.
Well, just about everything on the Mustang now is metric.
Same here. Yeah, I don't use standard for pretty much jack. Everything is metric. So now, if I need to get extra wrenches, extra sockets, I don't even buy the standard stuff. So now I've got a 2-to-1 ratio of metric versus standard.
I will probably be the same. I am probably the same way. If you go out and look in all 3 of my toolboxes, you will find way more metric stuff than you will find standard, because everything I work on is Ford, and Ford went to metric many years.
Hell, my toolbox is like damn Sublime's toolbox.
I think the Fox body had some metric in it.
It did.
The new edge is all metric.
My toolbox is just like Sublime's. I guarantee you, I got 10 millimeters of everything in my damn toolbox.
I personally myself, if it weren't for the fact that my brain still needs to change everything metric to inches, I'd rather use metric. As I wish we had switched to it in the 70s like we tried, because metric is a base 10. And it makes more sense to me. Now, when it comes, the only thing I wouldn't have changed would be our Fahrenheit to Celsius. Fuck that. Celsius isn't delineated enough.
But what is the 2 most used sizes? Well, the 3 most used sizes in a standard.
1/2-inch, 9/16, and 3/4.
And 5/8.
5/8, I was thinking.
Yeah. 1/2-inch, 9/16, and 5/8. That's the most. That's the 3 most used damn standards.
19, so that's why, like in sets I have of like socket sets that come together, you either get a 3/4 or a 19. You don't get both.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, I got a brand new ratchet set of icons.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, dude, the ratchet wrench set icons, and I'm gonna tell you what, I will almost put them up against any damn Snap-on, because dude, I can push and pry on those damn things, and the ratchet inside the wrench don't break. They don't break. I mean, you can put a lot of torque on those damn things, and they are good.
Why I like my gear wrench. But I was given most of my gear wrench I own were gifts. I didn't buy them. Somebody bought them for me, and I love them.
Like I said,
you order a Royal with cheese. What did they call it? 1/4 pounder? It's a Royal.
Who? A Royal? Where the hell did that come from? Oh, come from McDonald's?
Yeah, McDonald's Royal with cheese instead of 1/4 pounder, because in Europe they don't use pounds.
Okay. I've been saying. I mean, but let me ask you something.
That's also
In
from
Europe,
the movie, if you remember, Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
I didn't watch that whole
Royale
movie.
with cheese. That
But I just want to know, in
that's
Europe,
tasty burger.
do you get do you actually get ground beef, or are you eating kangaroo meat?
In Europe, you're getting ground beef.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I'm
In
not even sure.
Australia,
I'm not even sure we're eating ground
I
beef
may
here
not
in the
be
damn.
sure.
Even in America, I'm not so sure we're eating ground beef in America from McDonald's anymore.
You
Because
are.
it damn sure don't look like ground beef no more.
It is.
What was that red filler stuff that they were finding at like the Walmart meat and other meat?
Oh, the red dye. Basically,
Yeah.
the pink slime. Basically,
Yeah. What was that crap?
it's a coloring. It's fat. It's coloring fat.
That's all it is. What it does is it hides how much fat you're getting in your ground beef, and it makes the fat
It
look
just
like
makes
meat.
it. Well,
That's all it
it
does.
just makes it look more pink and more red because meat doesn't look the way people think it should look.
No,
People
because
want it to look
when
a
they're selling
certain
the
way, and
80,
it doesn't.
yeah, when you're selling it, when the package says 80/20, they're putting more dye in it to make it look like you're buying 80/20.
Well,
That's
no,
what it is.
the dye is the pink slime is just a coloring thing they use to make it look better, to make it look more red. Because everybody
Making it
hears
look more
red meat.
pleasing to
Most
the
red
eye.
meat is brown.
Oh yeah, it is. I agree.
And you know, back in the day they didn't used to do that. Now they have to because the meat's not as fresh as it used to be when you get it at the butcher. And all the blood is drained to the bottom of that little pan they're in. And so
Hmm.
it changes color. So instead of it being brown, they put that pink slime on it. And that was a huge thing years ago until they found out that it's not dangerous. There's nothing wrong with it. It's totally edible. In fact it's just dyed meat or
Yep.
dyed slime, which is a fat product.
Hell, man, you remember back in the day before everybody was like grilling is the biggest thing. The way we used to cook our hamburger patties at home, we fried them in a pan on top of the stove. That was just the way it
Well,
was. That's
okay.
the way it was when I grew up. That's the way my
So for
mom and my
you,
grandmother and
that's the
everybody
way
done
it
it.
was. For me, we put them on the grill every
Well, see,
time.
now that's what I do
Yeah.
because I
Well,
have
we
a
did that
griddle.
as kids. We never cooked. I don't think I've ever, until I was an adult, I don't think I ever cooked a hamburger in the house.
Yeah, well, see, I have a
No, I take that back. My grandmother did. My grandmother cooked her hamburgers and her venison burgers and her everything. She cooked on the stove in the
in a
skillet.
cast iron
And
skillet. Yeah.
and it's cast iron or in a regular skillet, whichever one she had at the time, depending on
Hmm.
which house I was at. But at my house, we cook burgers on the grill. It's the only place they got cooked.
Yeah. See, I still cook mine on top of the stove, but I don't fry them anymore. I bought
Yeah.
I bought this stupid ass pan, which is not stupid. It's expensive as hell. It's
Is
called
it
a
the one with the
Ninja.
ridges on it?
No. It's got a flat bottom, but it's a cast iron pan. It's called a Ninja. But what it does, it has this damn cast iron griddle that you stick in the bottom of the pan, and it sits up off the bottom of the pan, probably about a half inch to 3/8 of it, 3/4 of an inch off the bottom. So when you cook your burgers on top of the stove on that pan, all the
It lets
grease
all the
drains to the
grease.
bottom. Yeah,
All the
all the
grease
grease
comes
drains
off
out
of
of
it.
it. Yeah, the grease just drains right to
Yeah,
the bottom of the pan, and your burger is sitting up on top of this cast iron griddle.
yeah, I do the same thing. It's called a George Foreman grill.
Yeah, I got one of those too, and I love it. And I just bought a damn.
I got some no name brand one that we used for years, and it works great. And my wife we used to cook the little pork loins, the boneless ones,
Hmm.
like the little pork chops in that thing.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
it
oh
turned
yeah.
out perfect.
Oh man, I got this damn sandwich maker I probably bought maybe a month and a half ago off of Amazon. I can't remember
I
what damn
used to
name
have
brand
one
it
of
is.
those, and my wife told me to get rid of it if I didn't use it so long. And she said something about she was about to get rid of it one time because I hadn't used it in like 6 months. So I made one sandwich with it to keep it. She still threw it away.
Dude, I have
I did.
that is the first sandwich maker I've ever had.
Oh, those things. Is it
And
the
I
one that
freaking love that
clamshell?
son of a bitch.
Clamshell turns it into like little pizza pie or little pocket sandwiches.
Yeah, it makes them
Yeah,
like little it makes them like little triangles.
you can
Dude,
make
I
great
fucking
little
love the
pizzas
shit
out
out
of
of them.
that. So
I
you
love that thing.
take some bread, put some mozzarella, put some pizza sauce on it, some mozzarella, a couple pepperoni or sausage or whatever, and then do it, and you have pizza pockets, and they turn out
Dude,
great.
Did I tell you that is the best grilled cheese cooking machine in the
Oh,
world?
I made a
'Cause
grilled
now-
cheese I made
Yeah,
a grilled
'cause
cheese yesterday, and it was pretty good. Pretty
Oh
good.
God, yeah. I had just had one yesterday, but I put some ham on it, a grilled ham and cheese, and I'm telling you, like, I said, you know what? This is so much better than cooking this shit in an iron skillet on top of the stove. This is just
see,
you
I
just
did
put it
mine
in there, shut the damn lid, the
non-stick.
timer goes off, you take it out, and you eat it.
You
It's
know,
like
okay.
simple as shit.
So one of my favorite things I used to do was make grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now they
I've never
taste
done that now.
fantastic. No, peanut butter and jelly, and they taste fantastic, but you have to be very careful because that jelly becomes
Oh
lava.
yeah,
But
yeah.
once it's cool, you bite the end off of it because it becomes a pocket, and you bite the end off of it so it cool off. Once it cools off a little bit, grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are really good. Do them just like cheese, just peanut butter and jelly. Put the butter on the outside and fry it up in the skillet or in that sandwich maker, and they are so good.
Dude, one of my favorite things to eat is making a regular piece of toast in a toaster now, just like just a regular toaster. Once it toasts, pull it off while the bread is still really hot. Spread peanut butter on it, and then take cinnamon and sprinkle over top of it.
Yeah, and the peanut
That
butter
is
kinda
one of
melts
my
into the bread.
favorite freaking damn things to eat in the morning times. I love that shit.
So the peanut butter kind of melts into the bread when you do that.
Yeah, that's why you
So
do it really
imagine-
hot. As soon as the toast comes out, you just put the peanut butter on it, melts right
That's
into
why
the
I
bread.
say, try making a grilled cheese or a grilled peanut butter and jelly like that, or a grilled peanut butter and cinnamon.
You know what? I'm going to try that.
And
I guarantee
it's
it's going to be
really
good. I guarantee it. Like that. Yeah, I bet it's going to be really, really good.
But if you use the jelly, like I said, be careful.
Yeah,
Jelly
turns
becomes
into
lava.
It'll take a layer or two off your tongue.
It'll take your tongue out.
I can imagine, dude. Holy shit.
I remember the first time I had one, my mom made them for me because my stepdad liked them, and I'd never thought about it. I never would have thought about it. It made me a grilled peanut butter and jelly with grape jelly. I use blackberry jam most of the time now, but grape jelly and creamy peanut butter because I like crunchy myself, but that's what we used then. And I think creamy would probably work better for this. And she made it just like a grilled cheese on the stove and put it on my plate and cut it in half for me because I was a little kid, and I went to eat it and nobody told me that I needed to wait for it to cool off.
Somebody set you on fire.
And you know how the cheese in a grilled cheese can burn you a little bit?
Yeah.
That is nothing compared to what jelly will do to you when it's
Dude,
hot.
you can't spit it out fast enough.
Nope. At least it doesn't stick. It doesn't stick like cheese does. So
Man, I tell you, some of the hot shit is taking that damn nacho cheese and melting that shit in the microwave and pouring it on top of nachos and grabbing one as soon as you do that shit. Boy, that cheese will stick to your damn tongue like glue.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
You're trying to spit it out, take your finger, a paper towel, or whatever. That shit will light
That's what
your
I was
ass
supposed
up.
to be eating for dinner tonight was nachos, but
Oh, dude, I'm
I
fixing
got
to go
home.
there.
I didn't feel like cooking, and the hamburger meat wasn't quite thawed out because I was going to make full nachos, with the taco meat and everything.
Oh yeah.
And I
Sounds
didn't go
good,
to the
actually.
store on the way home to pick up the black olives I needed for it, and I already have the sour cream. So tomorrow night, that's what I'm making for dinner.
Yeah, I haven't even ate dinner yet, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make me a grilled. Use the sandwich maker and make me a grilled tuna fish sandwich.
Oh, that sounds good with cheese.
Nah, I don't really put cheese on tuna fish.
See, I like tuna fish, a nice tuna fish with a little tomato and cheese on it.
Oh yeah, lettuce. I have lettuce on it too.
Well, no, an open face. And you put the tuna. You take the bread. I do these in the toaster oven. You take the bread, you put the tuna on it, a slice of tomato, and then a piece of cheese over that, and let it melt. And then you can put the other side of bread on it, or toast.
That actually sounds good too.
Tuna.
But I really like lettuce on mine though. But I like to.
Oh, I do like the lettuce on it. You can throw the lettuce on it too after it's all melty.
Oh yeah, because you don't want to heat it up because that shit become all wilted and shit like that.
I just threw a head of lettuce away because I bought it and I used it twice, and then
we did the same damn thing.
And,
all I gotta say is,
what's that, Mike?
You guys suck. I'm hungry now.
Yeah,
don't worry. I'm fixing to go in there. I'm fixing to go in there and fix my hunger.
Hey guys, I've been running this live stream for almost 3 hours now. And so I think tuna melts are golden. Yes,
and I love tuna
Oh, you
pasta
said
too.
good.
Tuna pasta is good as hell too, man. I love that shit too.
Oh yeah, I do like tuna casserole.
Hell yeah, man, that shit
Oh,
is good. I mean, but to
Hey,
me, it's gotta have the little green peas in it. It's just got
it
to.
does definitely.
Without the green
Absolutely.
peas, it just ain't a good tuna pasta to me.
No,
It's gotta
I
have
agree.
the green peas.
And you know, when I was a kid, I didn't like that. I didn't like it.
Really?
I don't know why. I mean, I'd eat it, but I didn't like it. It wasn't like my favorite thing. But as I've gotten older, it's like one of those good things. It's really easy to make.
See,
I
I'm
don't
just one
make
of
it
those
much,
guys.
and I
I
haven't
like
made it in a
really.
couple years now.
See, I'm a really simple guy when it comes to food. I don't try to make my shit all complicated and stuff. I love like chicken salad sandwiches, tuna salad
Mm.
sandwiches, stuff that kind of stuff. I love that shit. Even a lot of people don't eat pimento cheese, but I love pimento cheese too.
Oh, pimento cheese, and then if you get it, well, sometimes you can't eat it. The jalapeno pimento cheese. Oh,
Oh
so
no, I
good.
can't eat nothing hot or black pepper,
No, I
man.
can't eat it either anymore. It hurts too much. But oh, it's so good.
I
But
used to
yeah,
love jalapenos back before I got the ulcers and
a
shit like
good
that.
pimento
So,
cheese spread. You know the stuff I can get at Rick's Market. They have some that's like homemade pimento cheese, and it's so good.
man, there's a
So
sandwich
good.
I have not made myself in many years, and now I'm thinking about it. I'm probably gonna make it tomorrow. But I love a toasted peanut butter and banana sandwich. I freaking love those damn things.
Those are good too. Yeah.
A lot of people don't eat
I'm,
that. They're like peanut butter and bananas. That don't even sound good. Don't knock it
what do
till
you
you
mean it
try it, because
don't
that shit's
sound good? It sounds phenomenal.
no. But there's
Don't you think it'd make it
a lot of people you say that to. That's like they don't go together. I'm like, don't knock a shit
the
till you
hell they
try it. It
don't?
sounds good. They're
Well,
fucking
you know,
good.
I've told people because of something I tried that was a German thing, was peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches. They're actually really good. I don't know why, but they are. They taste
I've
great.
never
But
tried that, but I'm not
it
opposed to trying it
cannot
though.
be Miracle Whip. It has to be mayonnaise.
I don't eat Miracle Whip at all. Period.
I'm just saying.
I'm a mayonnaise guy. I
Sorry,
don't eat
Monica.
Miracle Whip.
Oh, liverwurst, onions, and yellow mustard. You're making me hungry too.
See, I don't eat liverwurst at
See, I
all.
love liverwurst, or it's got another name for it too. What's it called? Hey, sweetie, what's the liverwurst called? The real stuff. I don't think she can hear me. There's another name for it. Sometimes when I buy it at the deli, it's got another name when it comes in the log, and
Hmm.
I love it. I
Dude, it's
grew
just
up
like
with
I love grilling corned beef and making a burger out of that shit. That shit's good as hell.
corned beef. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that shit is awesome on the grill.
Love
Good
corned beef.
God.
Okay,
Me
you're
too.
making me starving.
I
Brunchwalker,
know,
thank
right?
you.
I don't have corned beef, but if I had it, I'd go take my ass in there and make me one because it
Thank you.
does sound good.
It's called Brunchwalker. That's liverwurst real name. And
Brunchwar. I never heard of that.
oh, it's so good.
I heard of liverwurst,
It's
but never
so
heard the
the
real name.
liverwurst is the stuff you buy that's sliced and has the fat around it and all. Brunchwalker comes in a log, and it's just the liverwurst without all that fancy stuff and slicing. And you can use it if you do it right, or it's the right kind, you can use it as a spread. You can slice it. Um, it's just really good. Problem
Yeah, it's
is,
like a
it's
lot of people
really
eat
not.
liver and onions.
It's
I don't eat
really
that either.
not good.
So.
I love liver and onions, so um, I love liver, chicken liver,
But
liver
see,
and
there's
onion,
another
beef
thing.
liver and onions.
Chicken livers, fried chicken livers, dude. I'll eat my weight in those
Oh
bastards. I love them.
yeah. So I had somebody I used to live with who would make fried chicken livers, right? And then she'd make liver and onions with the gravy, and then serve it all together. So you had the gravy to dip the chicken livers in. It was a beef
Hmm.
gravy, but oh my god, it's so good.
Well, since you're from North Carolina, so because I know you got some southern roots in you, do
Yeah.
you remember back in the day? And there's probably a lot of people in here that probably would never even try this shit. But back in the day, my grandmother and my mother, instead of cooking bacon and sausage for breakfast, they would fry fatback.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, back.
And I would
Yeah,
eat the living shit out of that stuff. I
so
loved it.
salty though. I could not eat it now. It
I
would
couldn't
kill
eat
me.
it
It would
now.
give
You're
me a
right
heart
because
attack.
the salt.
Yeah, the
Because
salt would
it's
kill me
salty
out.
now, but back then, oh,
Fatback.
I didn't have no salt problem. I ate the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, fatback was that was standard eating.
And that's
we
what
used
my
to use
grandmother
fat-
used to
we
always
used
put in
to
her
use
beans.
fatback for flavoring in
Mhm.
everything. We used to use
Hell
it.
yeah.
We'd fry it up. You can kind of make. You can use it if you get the right kind of fatback. You can fry it up, and it's kind of like pork skins.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
Yeah, just like that. And yes, liver, onions, and mashed potatoes. And the best liver and onions I have ever had, and I hate to say this because it wasn't my mom's, and I loved my mom's, was at a place in Germany, in Munich, and it was so good.
Well, they're gonna do that kind of stuff better than
And it was at
Americans
one of
anyway.
those. It was owned by a brewery kind of restaurant, and they did liver and onions so well. I had two helpings, or two orders. I ordered.
Oh
it
yeah,
again
oh yeah, oh yeah.
because
There's
well,
there's a
hold
lot
on.
of people that eat cow tongue
One thing
too.
was
I
I
can't eat that
wasn't
shit.
paying for it. I wasn't paying for anything that night. The company we were working for was paying for everything. So I had
I'd have ate till I bust.
oh, I didn't weigh near as much then, and I was drinking a crap ton of the beer all on the house.
I've been saying, don't take me to a buffet and let somebody else foot the bill, or a restaurant and say, hey, your dinner's on me. Oh, don't do that. That's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. But the liver and onions there were so good, and it was liver, onions, and mashed potatoes is exactly what it was. I had 2 plates of that, and it was so good, and it really was cheap too. I'm thinking American style. It's going to cost like $20 a plate. No, it was like $5 a plate.
Good God, that was cheap. God Almighty.
Oh yeah, because they make their money on beer.
Yeah,
They do. It was a brewery, and
But I mean, you
didn't
take
bring
places
drinks.
like that, their beer is so much better than the beer that's made over
it's
here.
so good.
Them guys, and when they serve your beer,
I do not
just
eat
like a
pig
lot of
brains
people.
and eggs. I eat cow brains and eggs.
Oh, you don't eat pork brains and eggs?
No, I haven't eaten that ever. I've had sweetbreads, which is what are sweetbreads? Those are
So
some part of the cow.
So
And
you not eat like potted meat and deviled ham and stuff like that?
I'll eat that stuff, but I haven't
Oh,
eaten it in forever because it's got too much salt in it now. I
it's got
can't
a
eat
lot
any of
now.
that.
It will. It's got a lot of salt.
One of my favorite things to eat is spam, but I
I
can't.
love spam.
Even
Fried
low
spam. Oh my
sodium
God,
spam has too much salt in it.
man, a good fried spam sandwich and mayonnaise and salt and pepper,
Oh,
or
no, mustard.
nothing else needs to go on it. That's all it
I'm
needs.
sorry, mustard. Spam deserves mustard.
See, I've just never been a big mustard
Hey,
guy.
then eat it with mayonnaise. So you're good.
Oh yeah, but me, I don't know if you guys are like this. I just can't eat any kind of mayonnaise. I have to have a certain brand of mayonnaise.
Duke?
Because no, I'm not a Duke's guy. I'm a Blue Plate guy.
Oh, really? Blue Plate.
Yeah, I'm a Blue Plate
haven't
guy.
had Blue Plate in so long. I don't remember what it tastes like.
Blue Plate has just got it's got more of a mayonnaise. Plus the texture of the Blue Plate is thicker than the Duke's is. The
So they
Duke's is
use
a little
more of
bit
the egg
more.
whites because that's all it is egg whites, lemon juice, and sugar and something else.
Yeah, it's just the
There's
Blue
not much
Plates
to
to
it.
me is just really, really good. Now I can eat on occasion. I can't eat Hellman's, but that
Yeah.
damn mayonnaise that they call Bama shit, I cannot eat that shit. I don't
I've
like it.
never had that. I don't remember what I have right now.
I got Dukes in the kitchen now. I don't think I know. I got Dukes.
when I was a kid. I don't know. I may have. I don't remember it. But hey, T, I need to try that liver dumpling soup of your Oma's recipe because I've never had that before, and it actually sounds really good to me.
Dude, I cannot eat dumplings. That's the one. Chicken and dumplings, I cannot eat that shit.
Dumplings. Oh, so good.
Man, because I tried chicken and dumplings one time in my life. And the damn dumpling was like eating a gooey ass ball of dough. And I was like, man, who in the hell likes this
That was
shit?
great. I just had to check. I do have Duke's mayonnaise because that's what I grew up eating. So,
well, see, I got Duke's in the house, but I also have Blue Plate. I just prefer the Blue Plate.
I don't even know if they have it here. I'd have to look. I bought Duke's.
I'm telling you,
you can't get Duke's in Washington. You just can't. They don't sell it there. There, I think we had Hellman's, is what I'd have.
Yeah, if you get a chance next time you go to the store, and if you can remember, and if they got Blue Plate, try it. I promise you.
Well, I'll
You'll
be there tomorrow, and I don't unless I have another jar of mayonnaise. I'm almost out.
yeah, you'll see what I'm.
Guys,
When you
I gotta
try
go.
both of them, you'll see what I'm
Hey,
talking
Mike,
about by both of
thanks
them.
for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm about to shut this down. I am at 2:59 mark now. It has been 3 hours. That means it's 11 o'clock, and I have to work tomorrow.
It is
Midnight for me.
11:59 here.
Well, for you, it's even later. For me, it's only
Yeah, it's midnight.
10:59.
Hell, I still won't go to bed. I still won't go to bed till 3:30 though, so I'll still be up.
I wish I could do that, but I do have
I
to be
got
up.
my nights and days screwed up. So
Yeah, I know.
it
I got to
is.
be up by 6 o'clock. I'm
It
usually up by
sucks when
6.
you're not employed anymore and stuff, and you're just sitting here all the time looking at freaking four walls, and your life is just not on a regular routine and schedule. Trust me, it don't take but a
Oh,
minute
I
to get your damn
understand.
sleep all screwed up.
See you guys.
All right,
Yep,
Mike,
see
take
ya.
care, buddy.
See you.
All
Night,
right,
Monica.
Pinks, you have a good night, man.
Dee.
Appreciate letting me up on the panel. Everybody in the chat,
Mhm.
y'all have a great night, and we will catch y'all on the flip side.
Yeah, y'all have a good one, and I will catch y'all next time. It's been great. It's been fun, but it is time to go. And y'all have a great evening. And I might shut this down if I can figure out what I'm doing. Later, guys. Later, Rich.